That's right. It's that time of week again. It's the XoneBros time. We are the XoneBros. We are your positive gaming and Xbox One community.
It's good to be here. It's good to be a Friday. We get to talk video games on Fridays.
I've been looking forward to this day all week. I always look forward to Fridays, but I especially look forward to this time of Friday.
Oh, okay.
You know, this time of the Friday.
This time.
When we get to sit down and talk about games. As always, I am joined by the bros, the XoneBros. First, it's Mr. McSpicy.
First and foremost, here I am.
There you are. Your haircut is looking quite dapper. It's filled in nicely. You know, it's always like the second week that it hits its prime.
Yeah.
Looks very good.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Next, he's tan. He's the man. It's George, the man. Jordan Paskett.
Hello.
How was your week, man?
Good.
Best thing that happened to you?
I just pulled up Mixer, and there's this guy riding a bike playing a bicycle game. I think that's actually probably the best thing that's ever happened
And
to
is
me.
that Tour de France?
I think so.
So there's someone in
I
our
don't know.
there's someone in our community. I forget who
You know
it
how
is.
like you get the Forza setups?
Yeah.
Like for Forza, this is like the
Yeah.
equivalent
No.
of that, but for a bicycle game.
I don't think that's the bicycle game that we played earlier. I think he's on a bike himself. It's like a simulator.
Oh yeah. There's a guy in our community who has set it up. If you go to Gamer Strength in Discord, go to the Gamer Strength thread. He posts pictures of it all the time. It's awesome.
Actually, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Looks
it's like,
really cool.
It's the equivalent to the Forza setup, just with a bicycle game.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
And who doesn't like that? I mean,
Yeah.
I can appreciate that.
Wow, my
Absolutely. Last
goodness.
but not least, my name's David. I'm X1. We are the X1Bros. This is podcast number 172. There's a lot of big news. We have Community Play. They're back. It's August 19th. It's the third Saturday of every month. It's Community Plays this month, Saturday, August 19th. We're going to do Titanfall 2. We've done
nice.
Titanfall 2 in the past because it is a community favorite, but Titanfall 2 is now in the vault.
It is free in the vault.
It's free in the vault. So if you have
It's 'cause
EA
I bought
access, that's right.
why.
If you have EA access and you want to join us, August 19th, Let's Play will go up the week of, because you can only do Let's Plays or Looking for Games. Sorry, Looking for Games. LFG will go up the week of the Community Play, the week of August 19th. Join us over there. We're going to have a lot more of these things, these events going on now that summer is winding down and coming to an end. We got a question in that I want to talk about and discuss because it kind of relates to our Patreon giveaway, which it's time for our Patreon
Yeah.
drawing.
New month, yeah.
That's awesome.
It's the first of the month.
This is my favorite time. This is
Yes, so
exciting.
we're going to get to that question right after we announce the winner, this month's winner of the Patreon drawing. If you want to be included in the Patreon drawing, if you want a chance every month to win a game, all you got to do is subscribe to us on Patreon. Patreon.com/positive gaming or x1bros.com and hit the Patreon link.
Yeah.
You can help us go full time.
Ah,
Help us go
the
gold
dream.
by going gold on Discord. And if you subscribe, you get to go gold on Discord, which is just some nice bling. So the games that you get to choose from this month are Prey, the winner. The winner
That's
gets
a
to
good one,
choose.
yeah.
That's good.
Prey, Forza Horizon 3, and Injustice 2.
Injustice 2. I still haven't gotten that one yet.
Which one would you get, McSpicy? Which one do you advise our winner to get before we announce him?
I would have to say Forza. No, Prey. I would say.
That's a really difficult choice.
Yeah, I mean,
you got to put like one crappy game in there just to make it easy for
make
him.
it
Okay,
easy.
I'll
'cause
start
those-
putting a crappy game.
Yeah, you got to make it easier for him.
Ben-Hur.
the free to play
Yeah.
Ben-Hur. Okay, I think Prey-ish.
Prey for you, Jordan. How about you?
Yeah, I don't know. That's really hard. I mean, you can sink a lot of hours.
Assuming you have none of these games, which one would you get?
I mean, maybe Injustice 2, just because of the superhero factor. I mean, that's always fun to play as the DC
Absolutely.
heroes. I mean, but
Injustice 2.
I mean and you get a good story. You got
mean, you get
multiplayer for replayability. You know, you get that thrill of competition. But see, you get that in the other games too, with the exception of Prey, the thrill of competition. Well, I mean,
The
Well,
thrill
and
of survival.
Forza really doesn't have a story.
yeah. So
I
The
mean,
thrill of
It kind
survival.
of does. This
Thrill
lady
of
calls
survival,
you
yeah.
on the phone and tells you to race.
You're putting together
Yeah, you're a
music
business-
festivals,
yeah.
man.
you're a businessman.
You're putting together music and car
You're-
festivals.
yeah.
That's what you're doing.
She's like, "Come on, Mark." Yeah. Does she say your name? Does she say David? Because she says my
I
name.
think she does. I think she does.
Yeah.
She's like, "Hey, Mark, come over to the beach and race." And so I go over to the beach and race because she asked me to.
They're nice. See,
That's-
it
that's
just
how-
goes right through me because I'm used to beautiful women calling my name. So I just don't notice these things. They don't stand out to me as much as perhaps for you two.
Yeah. Do they say leave?
Exactly.
Go
I
away.
would say Forza Horizon 3. It's such a good game. And the content, the value there is just so huge. the winner of this month's
Oh, here
Patreon
it
drawing is the one and only. Wait, I just need to make sure I hit this button. John Meehan. John Meehan, come on down. Yes, congratulations.
Oh, what's he gonna pick?
Congratulations. You get your choice of Prey, Forza Horizon 3, and Injustice 2. Last month's winner was Andrew. He picked Injustice 2.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
it's a good one to go for.
And Andrew's wife sent me a message later saying she stole it from him. So
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Good for her.
good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah. Well, congratulations.
Congratulations, John. We
Yeah,
will
that's
be
great.
contacting you this week and asking you what your choice is. So think about it. Put in some
hard.
deep thought. Next month's games. Forza 7. That's right. Our
Oh,
Patreon winner gets
man.
to choose from one of the 3 games.
Oh,
Forza 7.
7's
Yeah, so he'll
big.
get a pre-order from that one, right?
Yep.
What is it? October.
It's
for that
October.
one?
No, it's October 3rd. So by the time our
August.
podcast is, August. This is
August, September.
Yeah, it'll be a pre-order.
What? How do the months go again?
September then October.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Forza 7.
Yeah,
you
that's
get
how
your
it works.
choice. Next month's winner.
Do you ever do the knuckle trick?
No.
This is how. This is
I
how.
have to start from the beginning. And,
I
like,
know.
sing
I
the
know.
song.
So I learned this trick when I was a kid. Sorry to interrupt this.
That's okay.
This super
That's okay.
awesome
I want to
news.
know this
The
trick.
knuckle trick to learning the months
Okay.
and how many days they have. You start with January, and that's a big knuckle, unlike the index finger
got
knuckle.
Your
31
J
days.
knuckle. Okay.
Your J knuckle.
Yeah.
And you go January, February, March, April, and you go across your knuckles, and that's 31 days. That's not 31 days. That's 31 days. That's not 31 days, and you go all the way across.
What about leap year?
Well,
Do you have
that's
to add another hand or
yeah,
something?
but that's not 31 days. This
Oh,
is how to. So January, February, March, April, May, June,
Just to
July,
learn the 31
August.
days.
See, 31 days, and then after July, it's you spell Jason. July, August, September, October, November.
You Jason it.
You Jason it, baby.
Yes. Very
Jason
nice.
D.
This is tips for life, everyone.
Okay, so this
you're welcome.
This month's Patreon drawings, you will if you win this next month's Patreon winner will get their choice of Forza 7, Madden 18, or Golf Club 2. Kind of a sporty month
Yeah,
this
that is
month.
a sporty
All of those are great games. Well, Madden 18 we don't know if it's a great game yet, but if you like Madden, you're
probably
you're going
probably
to
gonna
get
like
it, yeah,
Madden
yeah,
18.
You're gonna want to get it. Yeah.
So there you go. But Forza 7 looks awesome, and I can attest to you that Golf Club 2 is
That's
the
a
best
good one.
golf game out on the market right now, bar none.
Okay.
There you go. In chat, Reactor Leak says Patreon for Jordan to get him a couple rock stars. The poor bastard looks tired as hell. Wake up, man. I can bring some wake up. In fact, I got some wake up juice in my bag there.
You should probably bring that stuff for him.
I
'cause
got it in my bag
He
there.
gets tired.
No,
I feel bad for this
I'm
poor
actually
kid.
not too tired today. I'm just here.
Well, there you go.
I'm just
Question. We got a question in from Thomas, Justin Thomas, a.k.a. Freudian Slip, who is a writer for our blog. Go check out our blog. We're going to start off with a question today.
XoneBros.com.
He said, I would like to hear your guys' thoughts on the best ways to get into the gaming industry if you are not a programmer. I've wanted to break into this field, but chose the route of psychology in college, and I think I would have to get another degree to have a chance. This question
Definitely for Jordan.
stood out to me.
Okay, to you.
To me.
Okay.
And I wanted to answer it, especially right after our Patreon giveaway. Freudian Slip is actually a writer, one of our best writers on the creative team for the blog. Go check out his stuff. Every month, a fantastic article, a unique point of view. This points out to me because I have had the opportunity to interview. We have actually a couple of different people in the gaming industry. I guess technically we're in the gaming industry. I don't consider us in the gaming industry because we've not yet made it full time, but that's what we're working towards, and we will eventually get there.
Yeah.
So we're kind of in it. We're 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
yeah.
I actually
We
like
drive
it that
around
I like
it.
it that way.
Yeah.
Get your
But
toes nice and
yeah. But we've talked to some people. We've talked to Gareth Coker,
Cool guy.
way cool guy. Gareth Coker, what he did was, I think he got his degree in music. That's what he went to school for. But he was making his own music at home and putting them on Reddit and SoundCloud and these sites, the music that he would create, and then he sent it to developers. They said, hey, we like what you're doing. Come work for us. Ori and the Blind Forest is born. The man is a superstar, rock star in the gaming music industry at the moment.
So what you're saying is just do it?
Just do it. Just do it, baby.
That's trademarked. Just get it done.
Just get it done. Just get it done.
That way we don't get sued. Just get it done.
Yeah, I think we decided to do a podcast. We like video games. We just did it.
Yeah.
I think at this point, I don't think you have to go to school. If that's the route you choose, you're more than welcome to, and that's a route many people, many game developers take. But we live at a time in space where you have the access to the internet and access to knowledge and access to tools that you, if you want to, can just do it. If you want to be in the gaming industry, just do it. If you want to start making YouTube videos and do it from an entertainment side, go ahead and do it. Make Let's Plays. If you want to stream and do it from that side, do it from that side. If you want to make video games, download the free engines. Jordan, what is your favorite free engine to use?
Well, Unreal, right?
Unreal.
Yeah.
Download Unreal, learn how to use Unreal, and do it that way. And then
that's
submit.
actually a good one because they have a lot of community help and tutorial videos.
Yeah,
and stuff that they put on themselves.
A lot of
It's really
games. Prominence Poker was done by Unreal. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds
Is Unreal.
Yeah. And it's free. Unless you start selling it, then they of course take like 10% or something. I don't know what the numbers are, but they take a percentage. So you have access.
You
to
can
these.
publish it now on Steam. You can get it with ID at Xbox or PlayStation. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. Just go do it. You want to write? Go start a blog. Or write for our blog, the creative team. I think we're at a point in history where we're incredibly blessed that we can do what we want to do when we want to do it.
Yeah.
And that is my advice. Now take that how you will. We're not professionals, but we're our experience, and we've had some success with it because we've hit our 1 millionth download this last week. That's right. Our 1 millionth download. And we got there because we just did it. So my advice, my personal advice, is just go do it. That's if you want to go do it through school, then great. But if not, just go do it. Just create something right now and learn. And like our audio has not always sounded this good. Right now, you're hearing it in your ears, and you're like, "Oh yeah, that does sound good."
Ooh, Mark's voice.
But
sounds
we've slowly
sexy.
figured it out, and over time, our audio has gotten better and better and better. We've got better at talking live. We've just done it.
Yeah.
So my advice is just to do it. And that's the big announcement, our big milestone. I teased it today on Discord. There was a big milestone announcement. We hit 1 million downloads. We actually hit it
a week and a half ago.
I think we hit it like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and we didn't notice because we're just in the zone, man. We are in the zone. But we hit our 1 millionth download. Thank you so much, everybody. That's a huge milestone for us. If you would have told me that we would have ever hit 1 million downloads, 1 million different people or times people have downloaded stuff to listen to us.
Yeah.
When we first started, I would have said it would have never happened. Our next milestone is 10 million. So from here to 10 million, can you imagine what's going to happen to the community, to the show? Thank you so much, everybody, for all your help, for all your support. 1 million downloads. We're super stoked. And with that, let's get this show on the road.
On that road. Jordan.
What is happening in the world that is Xbox One this week?
A lot. Oops, I opened the wrong tab.
That's a really cool drink thing you got there, David.
Costco.
Does it keep the ice cold?
Keeps
for like
it super
4
cold.
hours? Yeah, I
Keeps
got
it
one of
cold
those.
for like I'll go to bed at night, wake up in the morning. Ice is still jingling. In fact, this ice is from my work earlier
Are you
today.
serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one of those too.
Dude,
for
how's
work.
that
It's nice.
possible?
And
It's-
it works in the sun. Like I leave mine in a hot
Also,
truck
don't
and-
have to worry about coasters.
Because it's like it's got shrinkage on the bottom.
Yeah. There's no
built-in
condensation that happens.
built-in coaster.
Yeah, it's great.
Black Hole
Looks like my mug.
Black hole. Oh yeah, it does look like a
Complete
mug.
Edition is now available for pre-order.
Black Hole.
Yes. Be sure to check that one out. Slime Rancher is now available for Xbox One. This one's actually it's August, so you
It's
got
free
the
to
new
play.
games with gold.
Yeah,
So Slime Rancher is one of them.
or not free to play. It's game with gold. That's what
Yeah,
I meant
games
to
with
say.
gold.
Yeah,
Which
that's
is
what I- that's what I
technically
meant to say.
free to
I
play.
mean, it's free to play because it's game with gold.
Yeah.
I guess.
I've actually heard a lot of huge reviews. I mean,
About
a
Slime
huge.
Rancher?
Said it's really
I've yet
good.
to
Yeah.
play it, but I mean, now I got it for free, so I'll download
Why
it.
did I say huge? The word huge didn't go with my sentence. I've seen a lot of good reviews of this game.
Yes.
Also,
Also-
I hear the word huge a lot around. You know.
Also, via backward compatibility, I believe Bayonetta is available.
Yes,
for-
it is, and that
for,
game I want to play. I never got a chance to play
Oh.
I never got a chance to play it originally.
Yeah.
I would like to jump in and play
Yeah,
that,
so
especially
really cool
since
for that.
I've started to watch the anime.
Of Bayonetta.
Wait, they have a
There's
Bayonetta anime?
Anime, yeah. Or no, sorry, I might be getting confused because I've discovered this awesome app called Comixology,
Oh.
and I'm subscribed to it.
Yeah.
$5 a month.
That's a good
It's
one.
The Netflix of comic books.
Yeah, it's
Are you
really, it really is.
serious?
It really is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
Amazon
unlimited.
owns it.
Amazon bought it. It's great. And Bayonetta.
Comic what?
That's what I'm thinking. Bayonetta is on that.
But yeah.
Comixology with
Pretty
an
cool.
X instead of a C. Comics.
I'm doing that right now. Thanks for that news, David.
You're welcome. There you go.
Shadow Tactics: The Blades of the Shogun is now available for Xbox One. This game actually looks really fun and interesting.
It really does look fun.
It's
I was
only
watching this.
$50.
I was watching trailers
And-
of this because I was like, ooh,
Yeah,
Shogun.
and this is one of those games where you have to put in your age before they show you pictures, so you know it's a good one.
It's always a good time
it's a
when
good
you
one,
have to do that.
But no, it just looks really interesting. It's a top-down game, so it's got that, what do you call it, isometric view.
Yeah.
But it looks fun. I think it looks cool. Just so everybody knows.
And there's so many things I have to do right now.
You're a
Comicsology.
multitasking genius.
And I got to
Anyway,
get these
so-
free-to-play games on Xbox Live. I mean,
Shadow Tactics,
Looks cool. It's now
Is now
available.
out,
Go
yeah.
check it out.
Hunting Simulator. David, I thought of you when I saw this, actually.
Yes, I looked at getting this, and then I watched people play it, and there are all kinds of problems with it.
All right. Well,
Unfortunately.
that explains
so
that.
I'm sorry if I just killed your mojo
No,
there.
the beta's, it's a beta. Or, no, sorry. Yeah, Hunting Simulator now available for
It's
Xbox
now
One.
available.
Yeah.
The bullets will go through trees and it's just not. It's not a hunting simulator.
Well, what kind of bullet is it?
It's
I
very.
know.
Because if it's a simulator, some bullets
is it an
may go
FMJ?
through-
You know, what are we talking? What kind of bullets are we talking about?
fair
here?
50
point.
caliber sniper rifle.
Fair
I mean,
point.
that's-
But there's screen tearing. There's people falling through. There are problems with this game.
Hey,
Technical problems.
Well, I have bad
Speaking-
vision in real
Okay.
life, so maybe
Well,
this is more simulator.
Maybe it's McSpicy's hunting simulator.
Hey, so speaking of bullets and stuff like that,
Sure.
I was at the shooting range a little while ago, probably a month ago, right?
Yeah.
And anyway, the 50 caliber sniper rifle, right?
Okay.
That's a big gun.
Oh, yeah, it's
right?
really big, yeah.
And yeah,
And
it's 50
expensive.
Yeah, it's a 50 caliber, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
It's a big boy.
I was thinking, and I think about this sometimes.
That's what they call my arms.
the 50 calibers.
Yeah.
Or big boy.
Or big boys. I mean,
Because
either one.
there's a 50 caliber machine
BB.
gun, right? You know what I mean? There's a 50
Yeah,
caliber machine gun,
Sure.
usually that they
Yeah.
mount on Humvees and stuff
Yeah.
like that, right? I was wondering, who was the guy that walked up and just thought,
We can make it bigger.
hey, what if we were able to take that machine gun and just shoot it a mile? You know, because
What?
that's
What if-
basically what they did. They took that machine gun and they said,
No,
all right, well, now we can
I
shoot people.
I totally understand.
well, I mean,
think-
I just I wonder just who was
what
walking
you do is
down.
you look at it and
know?
go, how can we make this more dangerous?
I know, I want to know
And that's
that.
how it's born.
Yeah, I just
More gunpowder.
there's some things that I look at that are in the world that are
So s-
cool, and I just think
I
had
know
that idea.
The same
how-
guy, the same guys, the same team that made Fortnite.
Yeah,
It's that same kind of
Yeah,
mentality.
they probably just threw it up against the
Yeah,
wall.
they're like, okay, let's do it.
Anyway, Hunting Simulator now
Speaking
available
of
for
50
Xbox One.
caliber stuff, have you guys ever seen the movie Shooter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, he has a 50 cal and shoots down a helicopter. He takes down a helicopter with a bullet. It's freaking amazing.
You can do that in Grand Theft Auto with the bigger guns too.
yeah,
I mean, it's
that's
pretty-
true. Fair point. Yeah.
I think I've done it in Battlefield a couple times.
Dude, that's one of the most satisfying shots.
Yeah.
yeah, it is. Oh, man. Tink, and it makes that tink
Yeah.
noise.
And the blood splatters.
NHL 18.
Oh, yeah, we're doing news.
Yeah,
Go for it.
NHL 18 beta is now available, so be sure to check that out. They have
Wait.
a cool new threes
Yes,
mode.
they do.
Which
3v3
I think
mode.
I would buy this game. You know what? I liked the last hockey game I played, which was probably in
All of-
2004.
All of them are awesome.
Back on
they're
the
really
Yeah,
good.
I think I'm gonna get a hockey game this year.
Let's do it.
And that
Oh,
threes
that would be
mode,
fun.
yeah, that
Yeah.
threes mode is really kind of what put me over the edge because that just looked cool. It reminded me of basically hockey's version of NBA Jam or
That's
the new
exactly-
NBA
that's
Playgrounds.
exactly what it is.
Because it kind of they didn't take it serious. They're like, hey,
Well, it's just
they're
fast.
running out. You know,
It's just fast. It's fast paced. Jump in, jump out. 3v3.
Yeah.
That's going to be built for esports. Definitely looks like a good time. You don't have
Just
to know
a fun time,
You don't have
so.
to know all the techniques of hockey and the strategy or anything like that. It's for your average casual sports fan. I think.
Yeah, very cool. So be sure to check that out. X-Morph Defense is now available. Be sure to check that out as well.
Anything with the word X and the word morph combined in a
And
game.
the fence.
Do you guys?
That's a game you got to get. Okay.
Okay, I'm in.
Do you guys remember that show Animorphs?
Yes.
And
I do
Animorphs.
remember.
That was a show.
The book. It was based
a
off
book,
of books.
yeah. That was a good time.
Wait, what was it? It sounds
It
familiar.
was
I
people
can't
who were
remember.
humans
Yeah.
that could morph into animals.
Yeah.
Animorphs.
Yeah, exactly. They were
Ah,
Animorphs.
Yeah.
I remember that ish.
Or
It's
if
like
you really
vague in
want,
my
if you really
head.
want to blow your mind, were they animals that could morph into humans?
They maybe
See?
were.
You just don't know.
Oh my gosh,
This is true.
I believe that's called Fable. It's a Telltale game.
If they were animals that morphed into humans, though, wouldn't they still have the brain of an animal? So they would
be stupid?
They would be stupid. Yeah.
Not that animals are stupid, but let's
They
be
are
honest.
pretty dumb.
No, they are kind of.
There's a reason we're above them in the food chain.
We created fire.
I'll give you dolphins
And wheels.
and whales and maybe sharks
and 50 caliber sniper rifles.
And indoor,
They didn't. Okay, they
indoor
did not.
plumbing.
Indoor plumbing is
It's a big
big.
one.
That's
It's
a
huge.
really good one.
Probably the greatest invention of our.
It
of-
probably
See,
is.
there's
That
world.
and
there's
probably
another one.
agriculture.
There's
Because
another
those
one.
go hand in hand if you think
Yeah,
about it.
they do.
There's
I mean,
another
that
one.
food goes
Do you ever
somewhere.
think about that one? Do you think some guy just went to the bathroom in the 1800s and was like, "This is stupid.
He's out in a tree.
Give me a
behind
pipe."
And then the
like,
what if I could do this from in my house?
yeah,
That was revolutionary thinking back in the day.
That was the precursor to the Nintendo Switch.
That really was.
No, I even play video games there too.
And then the magazine was born. After that.
yeah. Newspaper stock skyrocketed. Anyway, for those of you that own 3DSs, probably pretty excited for this next one because this game was only on the 3DS for a little while.
And it's coming to the Switch as well.
Oh, that's dirty.
And also Xbox One.
Resident Evil Revelations is now available for pre-order on the Xbox One and the download. This is a fun game. Just so you guys know.
Have you played Resident Evil?
I've played Resident Evil. I like the
Revelations?
Resident Evil series.
No,
Revelations.
Revelations?
Yeah. I never beat it on the DS.
Okay.
But I liked it.
So they were playing they released a trailer, a gameplay trailer.
Huh?
Wait, what's the gameplay? I don't know if it was a gameplay trailer. It was a trailer showing Resident Evil Revelations coming to the Xbox One, and they showed a bunch of footage from it. It looked really good, and all of the comments, everybody was super excited about it, saying this one is so awesome.
Yeah,
I love this game. I love this version.
I actually am sorry. It was on the 360 and the PlayStation 3 and stuff, but I played it on the DS, on the 3DS, and I thought it was only on the 3DS, but I was mistaken.
Cool.
But it is coming to Xbox One, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And it's a fun game. I had a lot of fun with it on the 3DS.
Well, we'll have to jump back in.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's of course upgraded 1080p, all that fun jazz.
Yeah,
But
jazz is fun.
we kind of already talked about Titanfall earlier,
But
but
Titanfall is coming to EA Access, but also now available is the Ultimate Edition of Titanfall 2. So if you want to purchase the Ultimate Edition, what it does is it basically unlocks all pilots, all guns, all Titans for you right off the bat. That's what the Ultimate Edition is. People will say, well, this is free or pay to win. It's really not, because any gun in that game and any Titan you can
works.
be equally good with.
Yeah.
It basically just gives you more options.
yeah, that's all it is.
It's such a good game.
Yeah.
Such a good game. Really excited to bring back
Also,
community play.
jumping into hardware, we got new controllers.
Yes, we
The
do.
best one, in my opinion. So let me go through them all. Okay, so there is the Volcano Shadow, which,
Well, you got to start with green on gray.
but that's my favorite one. I was gonna say that one.
Oh, spoiler!
That's my favorite one too.
Yeah, because
it
that
actually
one's
reminds me
awesome.
of like basketball shoes.
yeah, like at
That I
Nike
just
or
wanna-
something.
that
Yeah,
I just
like-
want to play. Like
yeah.
slip onto my feet and it'll make me jump higher.
So there is the green gray, which
Yes.
it's basically a full gray controller, but the underwear, I guess, what would you call it? The underwear of the joysticks. What would you the under joystick? I
The
guess
under joysticks?
The under
The
joystick.
private parts
Yeah,
of this
of the
controller.
joystick.
They're green.
They're green, and it really like
It's-
kind of makes it pop.
It's like,
Like
a
you see,
bright
it's just
neon
a cool,
green.
It's a cool contrast, you know. I
It's
think
clean. It's a clean
yeah.
look.
Yeah, I think it's really
The
cool.
underskirt of the joystick,
yeah,
if you
that's
will.
basically what I don't know what you call it.
Ah.
The Volcano Shadow is
Volcano
the other one.
Shadow,
it's red
which
and black.
Yeah, which if you're familiar with the Shadow series, then
Just picture red instead of another
The
color.
Patrol Tech Special Edition looks really good. I think that one looks better than the others.
It's got grips on it.
But I've seen that look before. Wasn't that a Forza?
Forza was a little different shade of blue, I think. But
Forza didn't
similar.
have
similar
Forza
to
didn't have
that.
the grips on the side there.
I thought it did, though. Did it not?
I think it had the under grips like the new Xbox One S. Which
Oh,
are
not
kinda
on
like
the- not
half
on the
grips, I
palms,
guess.
yeah.
Not
That
like-
looks
yeah.
good. I like it.
Another good controls. So check this out. The Shadow controllers are cool, but I've
Yeah.
never been like dying to buy one. I
Sure.
always kind of go look at the other ones,
Yeah.
right? My younger brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
bought
he got
one.
the
I think he
purple
got the was it the blue Shadow or the
one.
Ocean
It was
Shadow?
the purple one.
Okay. Anyway, he
have
has
a
one of the
picture of
Shadow series controllers, and I held it in my hands.
Yeah.
And it was actually really cool looking. Like in person, it looked good.
You had to hold it in your hands to know it was cool
Yeah.
looking.
Yeah. See, it's yeah, exactly. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was
I
pretty
thought,
cool, so.
"Oof, that is sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Demetrios.
Wait, one more big news there that you forgot that I think
What
that
are-
we should at least address. There's a new Xbox wireless
That's
adapter for Windows
in
10.
the news.
Oh, sorry. Well, let's talk about it now. There's a new Xbox adapter, wireless adapter. This is for everybody that plays on your PC. Let's say you're playing on your PC and you want to play with your Xbox controller.
Plug this
game.
bad boy in.
You can plug this in.
Super tiny.
It can handle
Without a USB cable.
without a
then?
USB cable.
Or a
It's
dongle.
just this is just a little dongle that you plug in. It's a wireless USB.
Yeah, because you can just plug it into your computer.
Yeah,
anyways.
this is a wireless USB that you can plug in. It can handle up to 10 different controllers simultaneously.
Do we have
So
to
you can
resync it still?
So you can do multiplayer and stuff.
Because that's what bugs me about when I stream to my to my Windows computer is the fact that I have to resync the controller every time I go
I would
back and
imagine you
forth.
do because those
Okay.
are two different things. But
Yeah.
I think what's cool is if you have enough controllers, just make an PC controller because it can handle 10 simultaneously.
I'm running low on controllers.
They're kind of
I broke some.
They're kind of average. Well, they're kind of just like this is the on the go one because it's super small.
Yeah.
Just plug it
It's
right
really
into your
small.
laptop. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Nice.
So if you need a new computer adapter, there's a new one out for you.
There you go.
Demetrios, the big cynical adventure, is now available.
There you go.
Tacoma, a big one for this week. Seen a
Yeah,
lot of people
this
like
is a
this
big
one.
one.
Seen a lot of advertisements for it.
Tacoma
Now available.
This is a spicy game. This is a Turing test in the vein of type of game.
Yep.
It's a puzzle solver.
Maybe a little coming of age.
Little
I mean,
Life of
you look at
Strange.
me.
There was actually a new Life is Strange. I don't think I put it in the news, but there was a new trailer for the new Life is Strange.
Oh, really?
There was,
yeah.
yeah.
It was pretty. It just kind
It
of
was pretty
showed off
intense.
a little bit of gameplay. You
She
got
was like,
dressed,
I was at a concert.
to-
I was at a concert
Yeah.
last night. Those bastards. And it was like, I don't know what happened.
and then she goes
What's
and
going
like
on?
opens her drawer, and it's like, "What shirt would you like to wear?"
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and it's like the squigglies.
Yeah.
That's that game.
Yeah. So anyway, it looks like an interesting game. They showed off a new trailer, so be sure to check that out. But Tacoma is now available for Xbox One as
Really is.
well, so be sure to check that one out. The Long Dark
Preview game.
now
available.
Available. Full release.
Yeah, it's a preview. It's in the preview
They did it.
section.
They said,
Yeah.
"Hey, we're done."
Now, do you remember have you watched the trailer for The Long Dark?
I've
Oh,
seen
yeah.
gameplay of this.
Yeah,
Yes.
survival game.
Now, how do you feel about this game? This game this game I might get just because it makes me curious. You've watched gameplay.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Kind of scares me.
Yeah, right.
It's
It's a
scary.
survival.
I have to worry about my fingers getting cold in this game.
Apocalypse
Like,
game.
It's just scary.
And it also looks very story driven.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, which I think in a game like this, a game like this would be strong to add a lot of story to. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because you're going to be it's immersive. It's very immersive. The sounds, the darkness, all the things about it that you go through. So I would assume the story is kind of a big part of the game. You know, so
It
got
grabs
atmosphere.
me. Yeah, it comes
got
out, it
atmosphere.
grabs me, and I'm sitting there thinking, I think I might want to jump into this game. It's in the preview program. I might be
Well, it's
purchasing
now
this one.
out of the preview program.
No, it's now available.
for Xbox One.
Oh,
Full
it's
release,
out of-
though.
I thought it was in the preview.
No, I was in the preview.
Oh,
program.
my bad. I misunderstood. Well, there you go. Regardless, whether it was in the preview program or not, I want to play this game.
Yeah, do you know how to start a fire? You're gonna have to learn.
Okay.
It's scary.
Is it
Like
scary?
it's like you go in a cave and you can't see, and you have to use like a match to walk through the cave. And when
Oh,
it goes,
man.
it's completely dark.
See, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's dark, and you don't know where to walk.
I'm like 99.8% sure that it was in the preview program, and now it's fully released.
Okay.
But what's cool about this game is it's also a Xbox Play Anywhere title, so you buy it once, you get it for both Xbox and PC. The PC version is not out now, but you will get it at a later date.
Gotcha.
So pretty cool there.
Cool.
If you don't already have it on Steam. This next game, the cover just really kind of explains everything. Vostok Inc. is now available. Yeah, so I mean, doesn't that just make you want to buy it?
I don't know. I'm
The
a
cover
little,
is
I'm a
a
little
guy
confused after
being
looking
covered by cash, just relaxing. It's a pretty cool game. So be sure to check it out.
You know what? So he's like laying and covered in cash. Did you ever watch DuckTales growing up as a kid?
Yes.
David did.
Yeah, he swims in the money.
So I always wondered how he dove into the money.
Oh,
Because if he jumps off of a diving board and hits his head on that gold,
It's metal.
yeah,
You're jumping into metal.
how does he swim through that? I don't understand. I never got that.
Well, how do ducks put on suits and fly helicopters?
You be a millionaire.
All right, well, there you go.
You have a lot of money, David. That's how.
Well, millionaires can swim in their money, apparently.
Are you looking up the Long Dark on preview? Or?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
It
I
is,
always-
it is
I
the
always-
full release.
Yeah, but it was on preview.
It wasn't
right?
preview.
Yeah,
it is
yeah,
the
that's
full
what I
release
thought.
now. I apologize.
So
for
very
my
cool. The
ignorance.
Metronomicon, Slay the Dance Floor,
Slay the dance floor in Metronomicon.
now available
Where
for
two
pre-order.
metrosexuals get together and battle it out in rhythmic combat arts. That's not really what it says, but that was pretty good, huh?
Yeah, you could get away with that.
I was like, really? It says that?
No, but it
That's
is
a
but it is a rhythm dance game, Metronomicon. Go
Yep.
check it out.
I have chat telling me it's a cartoon, Mark. I get that, but I still could never get past the fact that he would crush his head off of a diving board. I mean, I've tried jumping into like those playground balls.
Oh yeah, I like those. The plastic ball pits.
Yeah, those aren't very deep. Be careful.
They're starting to get rid of those because apparently they're dangerous.
Are they dangerous? I guess
they're
bacteria.
Like germs. But that's
But that's life.
Yes.
Wait,
life
I
is
saw
one
a
big
video.
Have you ever given someone a $10 bill or something?
Yeah,
Do you know how many
probably
germs is on that $10 bill?
Yeah, I hear you.
And what kind of
When
hands have it?
when the
has it touched?
XoneBros takes over the world of gaming and becomes the place
We
that
will
gamers come to get their stuff.
reinstitutionalize ball pits.
In our boardroom. No, in our boardroom. We'll have our boardroom table as a square, and in the middle of it will be a ball pit.
Or just
and
have
around-
a table in
It's
a
like a
ball
square.
pit.
Stripper?
And we have to go into the ball pit to
No,
go
the
up to
ball pit
table.
will be for like team building exercises.
Team building exercise.
Yay!
Yeah, that's what it will be there for.
We also have another weekly ACA Neo Geo Aero Fighters 2 is now available on the Xbox.
Always fun.
Chroma Gun is now available for pre-order on the Xbox. Oh Sir, the Insult Simulator
This game.
is now available for Xbox
This
One.
game looks like a blast. I reached
from
out.
the past.
I want this game.
Who doesn't?
Who
Oh yeah,
doesn't?
the insult simulator. This looks awesome.
You insult.
It's rated so high on Steam too. It's funny.
We might be purchasing this one.
The insult simulator.
Yes.
The Way is also available.
It's
for
also,
Xbox.
by the way, it's only $2.99, so just
That's
buy it.
pretty good. The Way is also available for Xbox One, and we got some sales going on this week.
Boom. What's the sales?
There's some good ones. And you got 3 days, 6 hours, 5 minutes, and 40 seconds left to
Yeah.
get these sales.
NBA 2K17. I looked at the other day. It's like $39 on sale right
Yeah.
now. So that's not bad, especially if you want to get into that game.
Battlefield 4 Dragon's Teeth, which is a DLC,
Oh.
100% off right
It's
now.
free. Completely free. That means it's free.
100% off.
100% means free.
Yes.
They should just put free
Yeah, why don't they put free?
because 100% sounds better.
Yeah.
Does it though?
You're like,
I think
whoa,
so.
it's 100%.
I
Yeah,
think
100%.
free grabs my attention a lot more than 100%.
Free makes it free cheapens it though. 100% discount is
100% is classy.
Like, yeah, you're like that was valuable. Now I want it.
Those are 2 zeros.
Whereas when it was free, it's like wow, it's kind of cheapens my
Yeah.
experience here a little bit.
Zenith is 50% off if you are if you're interested in that game. The Ghost Recon Wildlands packs and all that fun stuff, they range from 30 to 20% off. But Ghost Recon is actually free to play this
It's
weekend.
free to play
if
this
you
weekend. The
wanna try it
multiplayer
out. Mhm.
PvP. Go check it out.
Yeah.
See if it's
Yes.
something you want to jump into. Should we jump in, Jordan? Let's jump in, guys.
Why not?
Ghost Recon PvP. Although I never played the original Ghost Recon, so I'll be at a huge disadvantage. to
The
you guys.
Assembly 50% off.
Yeah, you
Tekken
would.
7.
But I have played Division, so I probably
Yeah.
know what I'm doing.
Tekken 7 is 25% off.
Oh yeah.
Skyforce Anniversary 30% off. NBA 2K17 50% off with a bunch of virtual currency that also have their deals. You got Forza Motorsport 6, which is a good one. Get ready for Forza 7.
Yeah.
You got that and the Horizon 2 bundle at 67% off, and then you have the NASCAR expansion for Forza 6 at 75% off, which I would recommend getting if you haven't got it because that's a good deal, and the NASCAR one is really fun.
Super
hard,
fun.
but it's
Forza
fun.
6 is just a fantastic game. There's a game on here called Lost Grimoires, Stolen Kingdom, and it made me think of Destiny. I just thought of a DLC expansion that Destiny should come out with as a side story. It should be the story of the guy in the world
Yeah.
as all of these planets were being destroyed that had to write the history on little cards that we would collect eventually as
The
guardians.
scribe.
Why? What was it that made him have to write them on little tiny cards, baseball cards, for us to then read the history? And it could just be his backstory.
You know what they could do? They could just make like a card game out of it, like The Witcher did with Gwent.
They could.
Just like
What?
make this
They
side
could,
card
the
game with
Destiny
Gwent
side card
cards.
game.
I have no idea what we're talking about, I'll be
The
honest.
side story, we're coming up with the side story expansion pack for
David,
Destiny.
yeah, David said the DLC could be like the
The
scribe
backstory of the
guy
scribe who
wrote
had to
them
get
all
the cards.
and lost them somehow. Throughout
But
the
he
years.
was
Lost
he
them-
was the
lost them in
historian
the
of all the
multiverse.
he was the
Yeah.
historian of the Guardians and the Traveler, and
Yeah.
something happened. He couldn't make video of it with all his technology.
Yeah.
He couldn't make recordings, so he had to make little baseball
What he
cards.
started to do was text his friends.
He would
Yeah.
make little baseball cards and hide them around the world
so people can
for
find.
people to find them and learn the history.
And I was saying they should just make like a Hearthstone type game out of it.
Yeah,
like
I
Gwent
gotcha.
did,
I
you
gotcha.
know?
Yeah, that's-
Because why not?
yeah.
That
What's
would
his
be a
name?
cool DLC.
Was his name Big G for Grimoire?
yeah, I don't
Hey,
know.
Big
Maybe his
G.
name was Grimoire, and that's what they're named after.
Maybe. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is all making sense now.
It's all coming together. Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 are not competitors, says Take-Two. Do we believe them?
Dude, they could put like a bologna sandwich in a box and sell it and make tons of money off it.
Are you
That's how good
Rockstar?
is.
Yeah. But do we
They
believe
would take that bologna sandwich and make
So,
it the
and
best ever.
I think the reason that this comes up is because Grand Theft Auto 5 had its Grand Theft Auto Online had its largest quarter in sales
I think
ever.
I don't think that.
How many years after the game has come out? This is its largest
that's
quarter.
why I don't think it's not a competitor. Like, guys, this game came out on the old systems. Why is it still making money? You know?
But I think that's why this question comes out because with a new Red Dead Redemption 2, basically a new Rockstar game, and Rockstar basically hasn't come out with a game since
Grand Theft Auto 5.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah, I don't think they did. Yeah.
Is it going to be a competitor? Take-Two says no.
No. Well, because I mean, will it take people away from Grand Theft Auto? Probably, but I mean, Grand Theft Auto 5. It's just the it's the circle of
No,
life.
I don't-
I think it's the natural. Like Grand Theft Auto did its thing, and then Red Dead Redemption
think
will probably
there's-
come in and take a good chunk of that. But I mean, Grand Theft Auto.
It's a different game, number one.
Well,
And I
there's a
think it's
lot less potential for games like the on Grand Theft Auto Online. Like what you
mean
can race horses.
Red Dead
Yeah,
Redemption?
that's what I mean. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. Red Dead is a lot different. It's different.
Sure.
You have horses.
Yeah,
You don't have Ferraris.
Dude, let's be
It
honest.
depends. It depends.
Grand Theft
though.
Auto came out with like micro mini racers that. I mean, they can do some crazy
Yeah.
stuff.
They did come out with zombies too.
Yeah. I mean, they can do some crazy
John
stuff.
Marston will probably smoke some marijuana.
Yeah.
You know, in one of those little Chinese tents set up out west
Like he
that
did in
people
the
would go
first
to.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you'll race unicorns around flying through the air.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do anything. They don't care.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And
But
when you don't care,
But I mean, like, in
You have
In
you have the
Grand Theft Auto
limit. You have the
5,
limits of the
the
technology
of
that is
1860
The
or
Old
whatever.
West.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, but you could
But I
come
still-
out with this crazy DLC where he falls into this like wormhole, and all of a sudden he's in the future.
And then his
And
friends
Marty
there. He's like,
McFly's
"Yo,
there, yeah.
welcome to online."
But you could,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
saying
you
that
could-
you could do a lot of stuff with horse racing because you'll have wagons and then you'll have
Yeah,
the
but-
steam train engines. You'll have
I'll be honest. The horse racing was a lot more boring in Red Dead Redemption than like a race car game, like
Sure.
Grand Theft Auto.
But,
Like,
I
you know,
mean,
that can only
Maybe
go
you
so
can
far.
do train races.
you could do trains.
Train
Yeah, because you have the
Two
steam
track, yeah.
locomotive.
It looks like the old Nintendo with the pad where you're running on the pad.
It's going to be interesting though. I think their base. So you're going to have an influx of players in Red Dead Redemption 2 because it's
yeah.
the newer game. But the base, I feel like different players are playing this game.
Yeah.
Like Grand Theft Auto fans are Grand Theft Auto fans. Red Dead Redemption fans are Red Dead Redemption fans. There's intersectionality there. They
Yeah.
overcross, but I feel like they each have their individual followings as well.
And let's be honest, I think at this point, anything Rockstar touches
is gold.
You know what I mean,
It's
gonna make money.
I'm just glad there's no cell phones
Yeah.
because that was
Yeah,
what broke the online for me.
You know
is-
what they'll do it with? Smoke signals. You'll have to have
You'll
a
have to, like,
campfire
blow
and
it.
smoke signal. That'll be the new thing to get your friends into your game. Smoke signal. You'll be like, the smoke signal doesn't work. I don't see my friend's smoke signals aren't coming up. What do I do?
What's that? The
Do you know what
polygraph?
Do you know what the one feature I hope that they bring over to Red Dead Redemption 2 in the multiplayer?
Oh,
which
I know
think-
exactly what you're
which
gonna
I
say.
think
Best
every
part of the game.
Yeah, which I think every multiplayer game should have. Mexican standoff.
It's
right
the
at the
greatest
beginning.
thing right at
fun.
the beginning.
Yeah,
That is so
you're just like,
fun.
oh, and then you see like the one guy wins and he like runs off.
Because he gets a boost.
Yeah, and he's
and
like,
then
oh,
he
I know,
runs
I gotta
off,
run and
and then
hide.
you gotta. It's so
Yeah.
great.
And just the way that they run in Rockstar games is hilarious.
The Mexican standoff is the greatest thing that game came up.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a really good game, but man, I loved the
it
standoff.
was fun.
Because that's half the fun.
You're like,
And
oh.
the other thing that was awesome is the brawls while we were waiting for the
Yeah,
lobby to fill
punching
up.
each other.
We're just sitting there smacking each other around. Oh man.
Anyway, moving on to another good studio. 343.
And wait, sorry, go back. What you could do, and if Grand Theft Auto, and I bet you they do. Ready for this? I'm make a prediction right now. I bet you they do this. You can do a PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds type of
that
mode
would be cool,
in
yeah.
in Red Dead Redemption, and I
Like a
bet you they
survival
do
mode.
because that's so big. Why don't we just dominate it and throw it into Red Dead Redemption 2?
That would
And they,
be
all the mechanics are in
amazing.
place. You're already scavenging for ammo. You're hunting. You're
Yeah.
skinning.
It's
you're-
got an
You've
RPG
already,
system.
you've
Yeah,
already
yeah,
got
that in
you've already
place.
got the huge map. You could just bring it in. Everybody's in that world. I bet you they throw something in like that,
Wow.
and it's game over for all those other games.
Well, PlayerUnknown, I mean, he's the one who kind of created the genre. I think that one will stand the test of time because that killed everything else. Like H1Z1, King of the Kill now, it's gone.
Sure. But
All the mods are gone.
You put Rockstar
I know.
on
Put
it.
Rockstar behind that.
But do you see what I'm saying? So
man.
you could do stuff. There's iterations like that you can do that will just boost that game. I think. How many years have they had to get this right and say, hey, let's throw this in, let's do this?
If
for
they do a
online.
battle
Maybe that's
royale
why they
in
delayed
Red
it.
Dead,
Battle Royale and Red Dead Redemption 2, I'm calling it.
man.
I call it. Buy me dinner if I'm right.
Your map's already there, right? I mean, you already got a big
Everything's there.
map. Yeah, everything's already there.
everything's there. Oh my goodness,
That would be cool.
that touches me in the right places.
See, I knew it would. I knew it would.
Oh my gosh.
Moving on to 343 Industries. They make the Halo games, if you didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been 2 years since Halo 5 has been released, and they are still getting updates. Halo 5 has been very well supported after launch. All updates have been free, and there has been some big ones, some small ones, some fun ones, all that fun stuff. But yeah, they still want to continue to support the title. What they're working on now is as they're getting close to the 2-year release. Right now, they're kind of working on the 4K update for the One X, which is going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I just thought it was cool that they're
Well,
still supporting.
that's-
I mean, I
it's a
didn't
huge
realize
game. It's
Halo
gonna be
5
supported.
was out for 2 years already.
I've been watching
that's
people.
nuts.
I've been watching
Yeah.
people play this on Mixer. Some streamers that I follow. It looks. I mean, I've not jumped into it since we played it when it first came out, but it still holds up very well, and
Yeah.
it does look like it's super supported. And also, the free DLC Timefall 2 is doing that. That's the future. We're getting away from this paid DLC for maps and stuff with first-person shooters.
The game itself it's no longer gonna be receiving major updates like the huge updates that they have with the gear, the maps, all the big updates. But it's gonna receive some updates, probably just smaller little fun ones, right?
Yeah.
But the big one I think this is the big one anyway. The big one that they're working on now is the 4K update for the Xbox One X. Which, if you look at this article, it kind of gets you excited if they're restructuring the team basically, right? They probably still have a team that's in charge of making sure everything's running right on Halo 5 because it's still relevant. But I bet you they're just repositioning a lot of people to work on the next Halo,
Sure.
right?
That's really exciting.
No one says that this is not confirmed. Halo 6 is not confirmed, or whatever Halo coming next is not confirmed. But I mean, you got to think that's probably what they're doing.
Yeah.
Moving the office
Do you
around.
think they're doing a full title next or kind of a side game next? You get what I mean, like a Halo 6 or a
Honestly, I think
Halo Reach Around.
Reach around. Yeah, I think they had. I wouldn't mind side stories like Halo Reach. The gameplay was fun. Like Halo ODST, I thought was really good. I think Halo ODST is one of the coolest way they told the story.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind side stories, and I think that's the best way to flesh out characters like Spartan Locke and all these different things, right?
And that
Honestly, what I think happened is they really focused on Spartan Locke, and I think he was their transition, and he was going to kind of be the guy. But people were like, "Well, he's not Master Chief," and they're like, "Oh, crap."
Yeah.
So I think maybe they had to rewrite a few things.
How many top 10 lists where Master Chief is number one of like the greatest video game character ever? You know what I mean? He's just
so it's hard to get away from him.
I know.
But no, I like 343. I think they've been doing. I mean, when they do make a mistake, they recognize it and they say, "Hey, sorry."
Yeah.
But I like 343. So
Can I talk about the Timefall 2 news that's coming up here?
Sure.
Yeah,
Timefall 2 should have sold better, developers say. I completely agree with them. It is one of the best, if not the best, first-person shooter right now. The time that it launched, EA owns this
multiplayer
game.
first-person shooter.
Multiplayer first-person shooter, absolutely. Yeah. The time that it launched, we said it. EA owns this. Are they making a mistake by launching Timefall 2 and Battlefield?
yes,
Battlefield
I think
at the
I
same
took
time.
a week apart.
Yeah.
Well, that's the same.
No,
time,
I know,
yeah.
but I mean that's what I'm saying.
I think
they were right there,
I think
yeah.
you guys said it hurt it. I said I don't think so. A lot of people in the community said that they think that it hurts it. It was a stupid move. I have been proven wrong. You guys have been proven right. The developers have come out and said, quote, maybe because it was super crowded, the pricing was aggressive. It was a rough window to launch our game.
Yeah.
Hindsight is 2020. Timefall 2 is an underrated game when you look at the sales. Like, it didn't sell as good as that game is. That game sales are not indicative of how good it's
still sold
it's a top
successfully.
tier game.
I mean, they still
Yeah,
had
but it's a
success with it,
top
but
tier
I mean,
game.
yeah, it should be up
It
there.
should have been
but
better.
yeah.
Yeah.
but it came out the same time as Battlefield 1. So what will be interesting is the next...
Battlefield 1, I think, came the week before.
And the hype behind Battlefield 1 was
huge.
so huge.
But, I mean, that's EA's baby. Of course, they're going to push that one as hard as they can, you know.
What will be... And then if you remember, too, Titanfall did not get a discount if you had EA Access or anything
now,
like that.
that, I think, was Respawn, not EA.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Okay. Well, regardless, it's the developer saying that
Because remember,
it was
we had a huge conversation, and you guys called me stupid.
Which conversation was this? You got to narrow it down.
I just remember I thought it was a dumb move for Respawn not to do that, and they didn't do the early access either, remember?
Yeah.
And you guys were like, yeah, but Respawn has the power because they made a successful game. And I said,
Well,
I don't think they should do that.
Well, so Vince Zampella, who's the boss
yeah.
of Respawn, has come out and he's talked. He gave an interview with GameSpot, and he says Titanfall 2 was successful and it sold well, but he acknowledged the sales should have been stronger. The game was successful, it sold well, but didn't quite sell as well as it should have, Zampella admitted. Maybe because it was super crowded, the pricing was aggressive, it was a rough window to launch our game. So Titanfall 2 was released October 28th, sandwiched between Battlefield 1, which was October 21st, and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare November 4th. I don't think that was smart at all. At the time, I was like, I don't know, because I feel like it had a separate enough player base, but clearly it didn't.
Was I opposed to you too, Jordan? Or are you just saying that because...
No, well, because we were talking about how I said I don't think Respawn should do that. I think they should fall under the EA, EA is the publisher. You should put it in EA Access. You should put it in all that stuff, right? And you guys were like, no, they have.
You guys, that's what I'm question. I want to find out.
Yeah, both of you. Really... You can look up the episode.
So,
but you guys said that they shouldn't because they were in a position to where they didn't need to.
Yeah. Well, what's going to be interesting though is where they release next year.
I would say.
So what do you do if you're Titanfall?
A month post E3. So right now would be a great time to release
because it's dead.
There's nothing.
You're going to beat... Well, really, that was the genius behind Fortnite.
Yeah.
Had Destiny come out already, Fortnite just wouldn't have gotten the hype that it needed to, but there's nothing else right now. Fortnite came out, is a fantastic game. Everybody's jumped behind it. Yeah. So that you're probably right. There you go.
You'd get the hype from E3. Check it out, and bold announcement. It's coming out in 30 days. Yeah, you can play it beta right now. Stuff like, you would get the hype train around it. That would be a perfect time.
Put it this way: when Call of Duty is launching. November, right?
Battlefield is always August or October.
Battlefield's always in the fall, but I don't think you have to worry. Well, you have to worry about Battlefront this year, and then.
But when is Battlefront? When is Battlefront?
Same time, I think.
Same time, October.
Sometime October, yeah. I think a beginning of the year, before summer or midsummer maybe.
Yeah,
I think that's a good spot.
Oh yeah, I think you ride that E3 train. To victory.
Yeah. So he did go on to say it's important for us to keep the franchise going. We're doing more Titanfall. We're making sure that it continues to grow, and we're really excited for what we're doing with Titanfall in the future.
I don't think we'll see Titanfall for another couple of years. I think they're probably focused on that action-adventure Star Wars game that they got under their belt.
No, I think we see Titanfall. I think to compete with these big games, I think you have to be a yearly release.
Yeah, but I mean,
in that space, in the first-person shooter, competitive first-person shooter
are they big enough
space?
to spread themselves that thin, though? I think this is what I think.
They're getting Disney money.
I think next year.
If they weren't big enough, they're big enough now.
I think 2018 we're gonna get that. I think 2018 we're gonna get that Star Wars game from Respawn, and then 2019 we get Titanfall.
No,
3.
I don't think you. I think that's suicide if you take a year off. I think you have to be.
But I mean, think about it. If you nail a Star Wars game, you're going to get that credibility.
I don't think
it's
suicide because it's good.
I just think
Red Dead Redemption 2, a really good game.
They don't care.
It's coming out maybe in 10 years. Who knows?
But that's different.
How? How is it? Because it's good.
Because you're not competing. You're not
Rockstar,
competing in a space where there are yearly releases and iterations, and in that space, that's just what happens. If you get out of the public's consciousness by not coming out with a shooter, missing a year, you've got to spend a bunch of money with hype and with publicity and marketing, re-educating people on your game.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Battlefield not come out yearly for a little while?
No, Battlefield does not come out yearly.
Yeah, it
comes out usually every 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, so they're able to do it.
Yeah, that's true.
But Battlefield is very updated. Like they come out with major updates a lot too. Though.
They have
Well, they
huge
have to
expansions.
if the game is broken for a full year.
No, but what about this? You come out with your Star Wars game, it's super successful. Then you announce a Titanfall game. People are thinking, "Oh, this is the same. This is Respawn again, right? They made a great Star Wars game. I'll buy their next."
No,
one."
but
build your
it's different
credibility.
genres, so you don't
So-
have any. I just think you have more to lose by not coming out next year with a Titanfall 3 than you have to gain by waiting a year. I think if it's good, it's good. You just got to change the date, get the hype, and you're on top of your game. And now you've got 2 great games. If the Star Wars game is going to be
Well,
a
we
success.
don't know. I mean, we just know Respawn is.
Let's
working
assume it
on
is
one.
a success. Then you've got 2 great games in the market in different genres. One is an action adventure RPG. One is a first-person shooter.
It always starts.
I just think you have more to lose if you don't. I do.
It just-
Maybe suicide is too strong of a word, but I think you have a lot to lose if you don't come out next year.
Yeah, it just always starts to worry me when one studio is working on multiple games. You
That
know
doesn't
what I
worry
mean?
me at all.
It worries me.
No, I'm not worried.
Worries me a little bit.
I think it worries me too, especially if they're considering annual releases, because Respawn is not as big as the other developers we're talking about here. I mean, even Call of Duty, they have 3 separate developers.
I wonder if
That's true.
Respawn's going to start using the Frostbite engine because they're still using the Source engine, which is funny because I think they have access to the Frostbite.
Well,
engine.
how long did Titan? Well, maybe I'm
just
wrong.
right down the street, right?
Maybe I'm wrong because
I know, yeah.
Titanfall. Tell a lie. Titanfall 2 came out. It was a 2-year iteration.
Was
so
it?
it will
It
be
might have
because
been a year.
Titanfall 2 was first year
Well, here, I'll look up-
release.
I'll
It
look
was
up
a
the
March
release.
release.
Yeah.
Of the first
Oh,
year.
it was a March release.
And
That's
then
why
it-
I bought my Xbox.
And then Titanfall
was
2
for-
came out this year. So
because
that's a
Titanfall
2-year iteration. So they skipped a year. So Titanfall. So we won't see another Titanfall next year. It'll be the year after. So I'm wrong. I apologize again.
I think next
But
year.
I bring out a big update then next summer. Something you got to keep it in the. They messed up with the timing. You guys were
Oh,
right
I do.
on that
I
one.
do. Yeah, I think they.
Because it.
Oh, you're right. It was a 2-year,
is a blast.
2.5 year, if you will.
It's a
March
blast.
2014 for Titanfall.
Yeah, and it came out in
October
February.
28th, 26th.
They just
Or March,
improved
yeah,
on
March,
everything
yeah.
because the first Titanfall was excellent. They just improved on everything.
it
with
was a
this
good
next
sequel.
one. It launched solid. It's super fun to play.
It's balanced. It's clean.
They had a data
technical.
center 30 minutes away from us, so we never had lag.
No lag.
And
It's a
like,
beautiful
literally,
game.
right over there.
I don't know what you've got to do something to keep Titanfall in people's consciousness. Keep it fresh, keep it relevant. Yeah, that's
I guess.
I don't know.
Yes,
Something
yeah.
there. Anyways, moving on. Sorry.
Dynasty Warriors 9 confirmed for the Xbox. Check it out.
Man, we're on number 9 now, huh?
Yes.
It's like a Land Before Time series.
Really, the Dynasty
Shrek.
Warriors.
or Shrek. Oh man, no, that's
Hey,
cool.
I
I really like the Dynasty Warrior games. Lee
Yeah.
Boo, he's always the hardest one, the one with the big ponytail you
Yeah.
fight. Yeah, he's a good game.
Blizzard.
That's cool.
I like
excited.
Misaka.
Wait, it's an open world game now, though, right? Hold on. Dynasty Warriors 9 is now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Guess this is.
Yeah.
You don't want to talk about the story anymore.
Well, no, I just Dynasty Warriors 9. It's coming out. That's,
Okay, fair enough. I'm interested in
this next
but-
one I thought was interesting because I think we talked about it last week. or the
We
week
did actually
before.
post it on YouTube.
Now, see, okay,
this
now
week.
this is where I eat my words. Blizzard is a company who I trust can make multiple games at once because they have proven it time and time again, right?
Yeah.
And they pretty much own.
And again,
I'm
don't
sure they
think
pretty
you
much
guys can
employ the city
forget,
of Irvine.
Respawn is getting Disney money. You can't underestimate that. Disney owns everything. Disney owns us practically.
It almost makes me not want to like Disney things because it's becoming so big. I feel like
it's
I
been
must
big
go.
for a while, you just
I
don't
feel
know
like
it.
That's
must go
called being a
against-
hipster.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I have to go against the grain.
Yeah. I could probably find some Drew Carey glasses for you somewhere.
So Blizzard, we
yeah,
talked
so-
about this. So the discussion that we had a few podcasts ago, that those discussions go live on YouTube in little mini segments. They're fascinating. If you ever want to just re-listen to excellent discussions, head over to YouTube and check out those videos. The video was titled that we had the discussion on was, is WoW coming to the Xbox One? Is Blizzard making a MMO for the Xbox One? We said eventually. We said we hope so, and eventually. And the news this week is that they're incubating multiple new IPs.
Yeah, Mike Morheim, who I think is a good CEO, basically at their earnings call just said, "Hey, we're making a lot of money, and also we have new games,
But they always, technically, they always have something going.
Oh, did they have so many? Even when they were making, if you ever watched the documentary "Looking for a Group," it's super good. I really recommend watching it. It's really, even if you're not a fan of Warcraft, it's really good. Like you can see how Warcraft became like the king of. I mean,
Yeah.
it's really really good, right? This is cool because I mean, even in that documentary, they talked about like, yeah, we had things going on that they like work on for years, and then they're like, it doesn't work.
I know,
And they
I
scrap-
mean-
I mean, like lots of work,
StarCraft 2 is in development for what, 12 years?
Yeah.
I mean, they just
Which-
work on stuff.
A little ridiculous at a certain point. Yeah, but anyway, they do have games in the works. They said they're exploring new platforms like mobile, which
Yeah,
but
mobile.
you know, it might be like Hearthstone stuff, right? Who knows?
So they said, can I quote? Can I read the quote here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
sure.
now quote. We now have multiple dedicated incubation teams that are being led by some of our most experienced game designers at Blizzard. Morheim said, I should say that creating new Blizzard quality games on any platform will take time. And as we've shown in the past, we're not going to release any games that we don't feel live up to our expectations or those of our players. When we do bring new experiences to current or new platforms for new and existing IPs, I think that's the key, existing IPs as well, which I find interesting that he's saying that. They're going to be ideas that our teams are passionate about and that we think there is a large audience for.
yeah. And you were excited about this at BlizzCon last year when they announced it, or this whenever, that co-founder Alan Adheim
So
returned.
they're really getting behind
and
Diablo.
he is the head of one of the teams
Yeah.
that's working on these new games or existing.
Yeah,
IPs.
I think just that quote, in terms of new IP, our pipeline is in a better position than ever before in our history.
Yeah.
That is huge and a little bit scary.
Yeah.
Better in their pipeline's in a better position than it's ever been before in the history of the company. You look at the history of that developer and the games they've come out with, and they're in a better position to develop. Oof.
Yeah,
They probably did a lot
On
of
the block.
restructuring.
I
and
bet
stuff,
I bet you
Given
in that pipeline,
they probably own the city.
they're
of
saying
Irvine.
that because in that pipeline is
they own California.
Yeah.
well, in that
Well, it's just
pipeline is a new MMO, like a new current.
I think
MMO.
I think they
to be.
need one.
There has to be one.
With the Blizzard pedigree and just their experience they have with Warcraft, I mean, they can dominate.
With their pedigree, if they were to release a new MMO, I think there will be a ding in the economy.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of people that don't go to work
Hey,
for a couple months.
interesting fact.
On their new MMO. Sorry, Jordan. Let me interrupt you here
Okay.
real quick. I just had this thought in my mind and I have to say it, or I have to ask it. Question rather. If they came out with a new MMO today, do you think they could charge monthly for it? No other MMO has had success except World of Warcraft, and World of Warcraft has first mover advantage there.
So
They were the first to do it. They did it well. They did it right. Still makes tons of money. Could they still have a subscription service
here's the thing.
I
for
think-
an MMO?
I think what they would do is because when like Guild Wars came out, like a lot of MMOs come out and they have like the in-game store, right, which is just cosmetic stuff,
Yeah.
right? World of Warcraft added that too, and they made a butt ton of money
On top
off
of their
it, on top of their subscription base. I mean, it's
I worked it out
ridiculous.
one time, and they were making, at their height, over $1 billion a month just in subscription fees.
yeah, well, and that doesn't include their overhead, but I mean
That doesn't
that's-
include their overhead, but
that's
their overhead
a
is
lot.
not going to be
$1 billion?
anywhere close to $1 billion a month.
So I
yeah.
mean, I think this is. I mean, I don't know if they could or they couldn't. Put it this way: if they make a new MMO, I would play it, because of who they are.
Yeah,
and the
yeah, I would
experiences
too.
I've had with Warcraft. Like,
But
a
would
lot
you
of-
pay the subscription?
a lot of oh yeah.
Here's
like
the deal.
I have
They would not only make the subscription viable, they would put a system in place that makes me want to spend money.
yeah.
Like Hearthstone or
Hero-
Overwatch.
Overwatch, yeah.
Overwatch, it's hard for I only sometimes don't spend money out of my principles and but like the last time they did their stupid little event, I spent like $40 because I needed those outfits, and their skins are so good.
Yeah.
It's not like in Heroes of the Storm, Asmodan has like an LA Lakers jersey, and he can like
Shoot a basketball.
shoot his. So he normally like shoots fireballs. It's a basketball, and they redo the sound so you can hear a buzzer. Their skins are just. They don't do. No other developer does skins like Blizzard.
Their quality.
They make you want. McCree's American flag
yeah.
gun.
Oh, yeah.
Like just the stuff they do is just. And so they not only will make the subscription viable, they will make money on top of that because they are geniuses at getting people to spend their money for things like that.
Yeah.
They just make money. They're Tyrion's. They're Tyrion Lannister's dad.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is I would pay the subscription fee because I think Blizzard is good at making experiences. For example, I was in World of Warcraft. There's something called the Gates of Encourage, right?
Sure.
They had this idea. It was this huge server event where the server comes together and collects millions of ingredients and whatever, right? And when they complete this quest as a server, so this is thousands of players, right?
Yeah.
The gates open and the dungeon, you know what I mean? But they only open once, right? So like if you're not online during that time, you miss the opening. But it's experiences like that I remember that are cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what I don't mind paying the $15
Sure.
a month for, right?
Sure. I just don't know if that model
Now,
If it's viable anymore,
works
I
in
don't-
today's. It works with
honestly-
World of Warcraft just because that's
Yeah.
just the way World of Warcraft
I
is
don't
done.
think
But in a new one, would they go more to an Overwatch model?
well that
only.
that
where
being
the game,
said-
you buy the base game and then everything else
Yeah.
is.
that being said,
in
I
their
don't think
store.
but
Blizzard
that was how it was before. It wasn't free. You had to buy the game and play the monthly subscription
for Warcraft.
for Warcraft.
Yeah, you had to
You
buy
had
the
to do
game
both.
for $40 and then play the monthly.
Yeah, I know, and I'm saying that doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think that.
I think. Well, okay. What I'll say is, I think the only company that could do it is
Sure.
Blizzard.
Yeah.
They probably won't. They'll probably come up with something way better
Yeah.
that'll
Yeah.
make
Well,
them even more
that
money.
being said, I would pay the fee to play the game,
Okay.
right? But that being said, I think if they made a new MMO, they would just do something like an in-game store type
Yeah.
of thing. You know what I mean?
I
Or something like that.
think World of Warcraft fans or MMO fans that are used to that model will pay that because they know World of Warcraft and Blizzard.
Yeah.
I think
Well, anyway, you
I
got
think the
8 million
problem with
players
that.
that'll try it out.
Well, I
for
think
ya.
the problem with that $15 a month is you're not getting new players in, and I don't know their stats. Maybe they are still to this day getting new players in, but I know
China.
I don't want to pay the $15 a month.
yeah, and that's a valid point.
And it's just because I don't have those experiences, and I will never have those experiences that you have because those were one-time experiences that are now over. So I just don't know if it's viable. I think the Overwatch model, or the Hearthstone model, is much. That's
Imagine-
the future. That's the model of the future
Yeah.
instead of subscription based.
So, I really think we've talked about this before on the show. I really think they would do an MMO StarCraft. That's like the evolution of where it could go, because
Or you can
that's what Tides
honestly,
of Darkness.
you can just wipe Warcraft and make a World of Warcraft 2. Just do something. I was thinking that'd be fun.
But
Just
see,
like
that
make
hurts
it like
their sales because they're still making a
They'll-
lot of money.
They'll still have a World of Warcraft crowd.
yeah. But the thing is like you can make it.
What
I
if
don't
they
know how
did
you
this?
do it. You can do it like 1,000 years later in Azeroth. type of thing, you know?
1,000 years later, we have the Jetsons airplanes flying around. No, what they could do is have that subscription also tie into their other MMO.
Yeah,
You know?
you'd get it's a 2-for-1,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So it
which
would
is why
be-
a second World of or just taking off right from where the other World of Warcraft ended, or a prequel or something like that.
I think, and this is just my opinion, I think at least for me, the best MMOs that I have played have all been fantasy based, and that's
Yeah.
one reason I like World of Warcraft so much. So I would like them to do a fantasy based MMO.
Sure.
But see,
So that's
here's
why
the
I
deal.
would,
The,
you know what I mean? Like,
the
they
only
just-
difference between fantasy and sci-fi is metal walls.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the only difference.
Lasers.
Well, I mean, the wizards are Jedi. There's literally no difference
Yeah.
except the material that they're in. That's the difference.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So I mean, and I like laser swords.
Anyway, so yeah, Blizzard working on new IPs and existing ones, which is
That's
pretty
super
cool.
exciting.
More Blizzard Overwatch Summer Games 2017 events kicks off soon with new new skins, and Lucio Ball will be coming back, so that'll be fun to play. Final Fantasy 15 multiplayer Comrades DLC beta is now out. Now you can get this if you have the season pass. Basically, you type in Comrades to the Xbox Store. If you have, it'll pop up. It'll say download for free. I believe you can only get it if you have the season pass. Now, I've been watching people play this, and it's a lot of. I love Final Fantasy, but I have to admit it's a lot of matchmake cannot connect. Like it's really not working like it should.
Yeah,
But that's why you have betas. So anyway, I'm excited for the multiplayer. It looks really cool. You get to make your own Final Fantasy character. There's only like 3 or 4 different variations because the customization isn't
Sure.
in yet. But it's gonna be cool. So be sure to check that out. If you have the
Absolutely.
season pass, you can get it for free. If not, you can look it up.
Rocket League.
Rocket League, yeah, haven't talked about them in a while. Anyway, Rocket League has
They're
34
starting their new
million
season,
players
season
worldwide.
4.
Yep.
They basically put in new rules to and a new layer of automation to report ban.
yeah,
and they
cheating,
do
yeah, and
report
all that
that
cheaters,
stuff,
stuff.
right?
so.
Yeah.
Basically, They're making it harder for cheaters.
Yeah, because they now have 34 million players playing.
Yeah, and so there's out of that 34, there's a lot, especially in Rocket League. There's a lot of cheaters.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Stardew Valley multiplayer news.
Yes, it was announced. It was talked about. McSpicy, did you happen to see any of this news?
No, I'm actually reading the article right now.
Very nice. So basically, what they announced. Do you mind if I talk about this? Okay. What they announced is that when you start the game, you'll have the option to have three additional cabins added to your farm. Each one of those cabins can be filled by a player,
Which is called
well, I don't know what
a farmhand.
It's a farmhand. Yes, those will be farmhands.
That's what they're calling
So I
your
will be a
co-op
farmhand.
partners.
Now a farmhand can do anything that the main player can do: mine, farm, pick, grow,
Oh,
whatever,
man.
any and everything. The only thing that they cannot do is progress the day. There was like 3 things. Let's see if I can find it. When to sleep is main player still. When to start and end festivals, and whether to side with Joja, for instant. So that will all be. So those types of decisions will be main player. When the player is offline, when the farmhand is offline, so you won't need a server to host this. But when the player's offline, you can you'll still have access to their inventory in their house, in their cabin, in the farmhand cabin. This is awesome.
Yeah.
This is really cool. How do you think this will play out? You're the big Stardew Valley guy.
I'm going to run a tight ship. If you mess my farm up,
I think I am going to join your farm.
you will join it.
And I'm going to F it up just for fun.
No, you're not.
Like, you're going to go to sleep one night, and I'm going to spell out your name in a sprinkler set.
It's grids. It's optimization. We are trying to make money. Okay.
Or what I'll do is I'll subtly do it. So what I'll do is you'll have your sprinklers perfectly laid out in grids, and I'll just move one off, like one square every day.
Oh my gosh.
Just the toy with you. Just the toy with you.
Well, so what are can I like kill you in your sleep in this game, or what can I do?
I don't know. Not invite me back, I guess. I don't know.
Man, yeah. So they're farmhands.
Farmhands,
And you
yeah.
have up to 3.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to have can they just join at any time? Or, do they get experience? We don't know a lot about this, I guess, right?
No, just that shortly after, this is what it says. Shortly after you begin the game, Robin will offer to build up to 3 cabins on your farm. Each cabin will house a farmhand controlled by one of your friends. Farmhands can do almost anything the main player can do. They can farm, mine, fight, fish, forage, marry NPCs, and take part in festivals. Each player has their own inventory. When a farmhand is not connected, their inventory can be managed through a chest in their cabin.
Okay. So if you were to join my game, you would only be benefiting me, really, or my farm, right?
Well, since I could do everything you can do except for make end of day decisions.
Yeah.
I could see it as a very co-op experience.
It's very co-op.
where it's our farm or we're in the same. And do I even need to be on your farm? If I have a cabin, can I just make here's my plot of land back here and let's just be in the same game?
I guess, but it's my land. I own it. My grandpa gave it to me.
I'm gonna kill your dog.
I have a cat.
Oh, you have a cat.
Yeah, and if you touch my little buddy, his name's Buddy. Okay. If you touch my cat, so help me.
But you like that? You think
watch yourself.
You think Stardew suits itself for a multiplayer aspect?
Yeah,
like
no,
this?
I think so. One of the things I noticed is they don't have plans for a split screen. I think this would be far better to play with like a family member, a wife, or a husband or something.
Sure.
I think a split screen would be a lot more
conducive.
Yeah, to this style of game.
Okay.
Whereas, because what's going to happen? This has happened in other games, like Minecraft, for example.
Sure.
I'm going to be playing my farm. You're going to come in and play it, and we'll play for a day, or we'll play for a little bit, and then I'll go to work, and then you'll want to play it some more, but you won't be able to access my server because.
Sure, I think
so you'll be like, oh, I'll just create my own farm then, and then we gradually split apart. I go to college, you go, invest in some company, and then 30 years later we're retired, and we're like, hey David, how's it going?
Yeah.
We split ways. All right, I guess we never played that video game ever again. Sad story.
Also, Stardew Valley is coming to the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, we knew that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't know that? No, that's exciting news, actually. Yeah.
That is very exciting. Ubisoft.
Yeah, the CEO is. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name.
It's Vez. Yes, Guillermo.
But he is excited for the Xbox One X.
Guillemot.
He came out with a little quote.
Ubisoft's French, right? So it's probably
He's French.
Les Guillemot.
Yes, Kimoto.
We're terrible at French. Les Guillemot.
That's really good. Oh my
So
gosh.
Ubisoft is excited for the Xbox One S because of the power it's going to bring.
One X.
Yeah, Xbox One X.
Yeah, I thought you said S.
X.
Okay,
X.
sorry.
It sounds like S.
It does.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And he says, quote, "We did a deal with Microsoft on Assassin's Creed Origin, which is taking really good advantage of the power of the machine." Talking about the Xbox One X.
Yeah.
"We like it very much and what they are doing because instead of having a Kinect or something this time the industry went after a more powerful machine so more immersion, better AI, and better overall games. We like this because it means the industry will grow because
Better and more
the
immersive
better
experiences.
the experience,
Yeah.
the more people will want to have,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So they're very excited for it. Everybody's very excited for it. Except for a lot of news outlets that write articles about it, apparently. But, that's... What do you do, right?
Screw the critics.
Yeah.
Forza
I just thought that was
7.
cool.
Yeah, I think that's cool too. I think that's behind the scenes, that's how a lot of people feel. Hey,
Yeah.
developers always want more power at their disposal to do what they want to make their games better.
And now they have it.
Forza announced some new cars. Honda Civic Type R is the big one. Also the Acura NSX. And then there's a whole list of cars coming to Forza 7.
Over 700 coming in.
Yes.
Holy cow.
Mass Effect Andromeda BioWare, or the Mass Effect Andromeda studio in Montreal is going to be absorbed by EA Motive. I don't know what this means. We're not that insider on these studio moves. Perhaps it's a bad sign and means no more support for Mass Effect.
Well, they'll still support Mass Effect.
I doubt that.
They still got stuff coming out.
I mean, not as good as support, or that it's no longer a
Well,
priority.
If Mass Effect came out a lot stronger than it did, maybe this move wouldn't have happened.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, this next one excites me because I enjoy Taco
Yo,
Bell.
Caro.
Taco Bell and Xbox One and Xbox One X are joining together for the box.
Is that the Taco
Because
Bell?
it's just like you got Tourette's, Spanish Tourette's. Yo quiero.
Taco Bell. And, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So August 31st, Xbox and Taco Bell will be giving fans nationwide the first chance to win an Xbox One X.
Oh, I'm there.
When they
Taco
pick
Bell.
up,
Okay,
you
let me
pick
tell
up the new steak, whatever, Questario, $5 box.
Questario.
Mike, you speak Spanish. What does that say?
Wait, where? What are you looking at?
The steak Questario.
That's just what it is. Quesarito.
Oh,
Quesarito.
quesarito. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. $5.
It's a
Box,
little
$5
queso.
box, yeah.
Yeah.
Get a $5 box, get a chance to win an Xbox One X. So go to Del Taco, but go to Del Taco. They got really cheap stuff.
I think that's yeah.
Go to Taco Bell.
A
August
quesarito
31st.
is something you buy at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Gears of War 4 August
It's like
updates.
me saying Daverito. Come on and have a little bit of Daverito. It's not a
Yeah.
Spanish word. It's just my word.
Daverito.
This is what Taco Bell does.
Gears of War 4 August update brings the
David Cito.
David
the
Cito.
Forge Blitz and can't
David Grande.
the Gears of War 4 August update brings. Well, I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
So
Gears
the
of
Gears
War.
of War 4 update. Gears of War 4 August update
New maps.
brings the new Forge Blitz and
Yeah.
Canals.
Thick and fast.
Yeah, thick and fast Forge.
Conan Exiles
the way
also
I
gets a
like
free
'em.
update.
Yeah, Conan Exiles is coming out with an expansion. Unlike Ark, they're not charging you for an unfinished game.
I think Fortnite has killed Ark. I think Ark is done.
That's because they never released their game.
I
but
think
they kept releasing stuff. for money.
Fortnite showed you what happens when someone wants to make a good game and not just make money. Ark was a good idea and a half.
And then they were like,
half-assed
"Holy
good
crap,
game.
we can make money."
Fortnite is a full ass good game.
Yeah. Conan, this is why I did not buy that other
Do
game.
you agree with that? Don't you think Fortnite
yeah.
has killed Ark because it's Ark on steroids with a better system?
I'll actually
and they can
say
eventually
I
add
think,
dinosaurs at some point.
I think Ark killed Ark.
Okay, yeah, oh, that's fair. That's a fair.
I think
point,
Ark
yeah.
killed Ark. So
Yeah.
we've been people that like Ark have been looking for something else for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and Ark is a fun game to play. We're not saying that it's not fun. What we are saying is you're gouging us for unfinished games.
Yep.
An unfinished product.
an expansion when you should have been working on the finished product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Conan, they are expanding their map. It's called the Frozen North, which is pretty cool.
Yes.
So this expansion is free. Comes out on the Xbox on August 16th. One of the coolest parts about this is the fact there's this one place up north, right? Basically every night the White Walkers come. and you have
Okay.
to like defend yourself out against them.
That's fun. So it's
which is
like a
pretty cool, yeah.
survival.
They're not
aspect.
called the White Walkers, but that's pretty much what.
Oh,
That's
I
basically
thought that's
they
what
are.
I was
And
like.
it's the white north.
Yeah. That's
So this is really
funny.
cool. This is why I haven't bought that other game we were talking about earlier, because I'm really considering getting Conan.
So David Grande started a whole thing in chat.
Yeah.
Ghastly Magician said David Grande sounds like it would hurt. And then Non-Prophetic said David Grande is what happens on your wedding night.
Terrible. Oh my gosh.
Which funny,
I wonder
on
what
my,
I wonder what David Cito does.
what's funny is on my wedding, on my honeymoon, we here.
Whoa! Do not. No, we're
No,
not
no.
taking this discussion.
No, we
this
had
way.
you save up money like to go to nice restaurants and stuff, right? We only went to Taco Bell. We went 3 times a day, every day, to Taco Bell. It was great. It was like the best honeymoon ever because we only went to Taco Bell.
That is
David
funny.
Grande.
Yeah.
Well, that's funny.
So the Frozen North offers a new climate, which is the North, new religion, additional crafting items, and it also adds the temperature mechanic. So if you're in the desert, you want to dress, with less clothing because it's hot. In the North, you
Yeah.
want to cover up because it's
Absolutely.
cold. So very cool. I'm thinking about getting this game, so I didn't buy the Lone Dark or the Long Dark. Because,
So you're still looking at getting Conan?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, especially with this expansion
Yeah.
or this add-on that's free.
Yeah.
It looks really cool. And then
The big one.
Spotify is looks like they are planning on releasing an app on the Xbox One, which is pretty huge because a lot of people use Spotify.
A lot of people do use Spotify. I will still say I used to subscribe to Spotify. I now subscribe to Google. Well, basically, I
YouTube
subscribe to
Red,
YouTube
right?
Red, which
Yeah.
includes the Google Play Music subscription, and I think it's far superior to Spotify. Just throwing that out there. Just in my opinion. I'm not a huge audiophile or anything like that, but I do enjoy. There's no limit. I have no limit on my music because on your phone you have your Google Play Music app, and you also get it's called YouTube Music. So whenever I want to search for someone to listen to, any music video that's on YouTube will play with my phone off. Like it's fantastic. It's a superior service to Spotify.
It sounds fantastic.
And their playlists are way better.
Well, I mean, the playlists are basically what people make.
Yeah. The Google Play Music ones are
Really good?
phenomenal.
Yeah, okay.
Phenomenal.
Fine.
Yeah, so Spotify, I guess there was a picture on Reddit of Larry Herb Major Nelson, the man, using it.
I love how we talk about Spotify's coming to the Xbox. Let me tell you how much another service is way better
Yeah,
than this.
No, Spotify is a great service. If you're on Spotify, this is huge news because now you can listen to your Spotify playlist while playing your games.
Now let me tell you what happened on my wedding night. All right, guys. David Grande. Oh man.
That brings us to our discussion segment. Each and every week, we take questions from the community. If we take those questions via Facebook primarily, facebook.com/XoneBros. If you haven't liked our Facebook page, please do so. And head over every Friday, a post goes up where you can leave a question and submit it to the show. If your question doesn't get answered, every Monday, a blog post goes up which does answer your question that did not get answered. And if you don't get picked for either of those, what are we looking at?
No,
now?
don't even look at it. It's
Okay.
taken a dark turn.
Okay.
Chad has taken a very dark, twisted turn.
It's kind of funny.
Bill Gardner writes in, speaking of Fortnite, we talked about Fortnite up front a couple times now. Fortnite is a huge game at the moment. It's basically a early access game that's going free to play next month that a lot of
Next
people
year.
have bought, and it's had a lot of success, and that's what Bill Gardner's
next year.
question is about.
Yeah.
He says, how about Fortnite and how they've sold so many copies of a free-to-play game that's expected to release next year for at least $40. Do you think this will give other developers the same idea? Pay more to play early. Personally, this game is fantastic. I love it and have gotten my money's worth. I feel like this could have been released at its current state and keep updates rolling out. But what if companies start pushing game releases back so they can charge extra for quote-unquote early access? Do we think this is a possibility? Is this a one-off thing and Fortnite did it and it worked because they did it right? What do we think of them charging for early access when it's on full release it'll be free to play? Mr. McSpicy.
This is such a hard question because I have had, my own thoughts on this for years now. I've never liked early access. I've never liked those style of games just because I think it makes developers lazy. I think they get rewarded before their product is done.
Ark is a prime example of that.
Or I mean, lots of other games too. I mean, anyways, what was that zombie game?
Daisy.
Yeah. See, that's another one.
That one's never coming out.
I know.
I think
So
he's working on
Rust.
like another game.
Rust is another one.
I think
Rust is probably never coming out either, but at least they have major updates. Like
I mean,
every
it
other
doesn't
month,
even look the
you know what I mean?
same at all. The textures
Well, I mean, I
aren't even the
guess
same.
Daisy kind of has major updates too, but yeah, okay.
this game's it's a little different for me. I would call it like a hybrid, kind of how they did it. It's not just strictly behind a paywall. They give you a lot of things when you buy the game that you would have gotten by paying for it if the game came out, normal or like a free-to-play game, and then you can get like the XP
Packages,
boost
yeah.
and
Sure,
packages.
sure.
So
So it's as if you paid for what you would. It's the cost that you would have paid for had you paid for the items that you got in a free-to-play model.
to an extent, so the move is softened by that a little bit. The thing is about this developer and this game is they are actually fairly transparent. They're very open. I saw, I can't remember his name. He's one of the head guys over that developed Fortnite, and he was just so emotional how he was about this game, and he's going to all the stuff, and he's talking about the popularity and how in awe he was, and all this stuff like that. That's very, being an open book like that. I get like Jeff Kaplan vibes, and not that he's emotional, but I love the transparency.
I do like Jeff Kaplan.
I really like Jeff Kaplan a lot. So to answer the question, do I think that other developers will do this? Yes, but I think you have to be very careful when doing this. You have to do it in a right way. I think this game did it the right way because I'll go back to it. Good games sell, bad games don't. And this is an excellent game. I think that it's still probably it feels polished a lot, but my game has crashed several times. They have a lot of latency issues when people are connecting. I've died several times just when someone's connecting to the game. My screen will freeze for a full minute.
Okay.
So there are problems. It's almost smart by this developer to do. It's smart on this developer to do this so many ways. They made a fantastic game. It's an excellent game. That's the most important piece of the puzzle. If it was a bad game in this and they did this wouldn't even be a story.
It would be a story the opposite way. What a ripoff.
What a ripoff.
Fortnite,
I mean, I can't
money grab.
Exactly. So
So do we think this opens the door for other publishers
it absolutely
to do this?
does. It absolutely does. But I think, like 4 years ago, we were worried about microtransactions, because we were introduced to microtransactions in the mobile sense. It's going to break games.
Sure.
It's going to be pay to win. I think that has transitioned into a little bit more comfortable way of. I think they're doing it right now.
Yeah.
The microtransactions in console games.
It's matured.
Yeah. I think this game is the next evolution. Like, this is an example of how you do it right. We've seen so many times how you do it wrong. I think this is showing developers how to do it right with a good game. So I think this is the evolution. I think you're going to see more games do this because of how successful they did it.
Yeah.
And they've done it in a way I still want to spend money. It's the Blizzard. The Blizzard does this well in Hearthstone and in Overwatch. We talked about it earlier on the show. I just worry, just like I worried 4 years ago, that it's dangerous to introduce microtransactions. It's dangerous to introduce a paywall to a closed beta like this, and have it be a free-to-play game later. I think it can be done wrong. This is an example where I think it's done right.
Jordan, what are your thoughts on it?
I think it's really pretty much done. I mean, there are a few issues with the crashing and stuff, but I think those are your typical influx in players, your typical server launch problems.
Yeah, okay,
I mean, the guy
that's fair
tripped over
enough.
the cord the other day, which I was really mad about.
The Monday.
Yeah. So, but honestly, I think the game's done, and they've been having, nothing but net with this game. So they're like, why don't we just charge people early access and really? I think it was a strategic move for them to make more money. But I mean, I think it's really, I think it's. I think if it's not done, it's there. You know what I mean?
I think this is the key.
But I agree
do
with
you
Mark, though.
feel
I think
that your
they've done it
$40 was well spent?
I do.
Do you and
So much
you
that
want
I
to
upgraded
support?
to the $60 version.
Did you upgrade to the 60? Yeah,
Because I
the
wanted the
$50
rest of
inventory
because I
space.
wanted the extra stuff. And it was only $20 to upgrade.
See,
No
that-
math.
And I'm happy with my $60 purchase.
See that? So I think
I might upgrade to the
I
100.
agree with both of you. I think this does open the door for more publishers to do this, but I think we're going to weed through the bad ones and we're going to get to the good ones. Another good example, non-prophetic in chat said, another good example of this model or of early access is PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. They've done it right as well. I think you're slowly going to get away from the daisies, and we're going to have more publishers doing it right.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I it scares me in a way, but to see a model, a version of this done right,
Refreshing.
I guess it's refreshing, but I'm still scared that some games that I'd want to play
Do you want to know what I'm
are
scared?
going to be broken
Do you
before
want to know
it comes out.
what I'm scared of with Fortnite? I've yet to jump into it. Not 1 minute played in this game.
Yeah.
I'm scared that it's going to take over my life because I've seen it take over your life, your gaming life.
Yeah,
Everybody's gaming life.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
But see,
That's a good problem to have.
you
if you're
hit
a
it
game.
hard, and then move on to something else.
I don't know if this game will let you move on to something else. I think.
But what a good problem to have.
I know that's what I'm
That's
saying.
a great problem to have.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't know.
Great.
I think it can be scary, but it's nice to see it done right. Well, it's not nice. It's interesting to see it done right.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
I'm still cautious of other titles, but
Great question. Thank you so much, Bill Gardner, for writing in. Interesting discussion. Josh Grotberg writes in and says, how long does it have to be in order to freely talk about a video game plot without having to worry about spoilers? When is it safe? Me and my buddy have been arguing about it. I say a year. You have plenty of time. He says 5. Let's settle this once and for all. When
think there's
is the spoiler? How much time has to pass before you can talk about spoilers? Now, not in movies. I think movies, there's a different time frame. But for video
why
games,
though? Why is there a different time frame? Why would there be? Explain.
movies are more accessible, more easily accessible. You
Quicker to get
you get
through.
them in multiple ways. They're only an hour long. You don't spend 40 hours going through a whole entire game story.
Okay.
Much more
Okay.
accessible.
I'll agree with that. Okay.
Yeah. So I think movies have a shorter time span. I think a year for movies. I think it has to be longer for video games though.
I think I think you should always just be courteous. I think it's polite to just say
What a cop out answer.
no.
That's a cop out answer.
I'm not done.
Okay, sorry.
Hey, what a douche over there. What a douchebag.
I was going to say a hipster answer cuz it was
No.
kind of a hipster answer.
I think 10 years.
10 years.
A decade.
Because after a
By that time, the trilogy will be over.
I know. Well, I mean, that's
Well,
probably how
Trilogy
big.
Saga is a full story though.
No,
So.
I'm talking about not putting the just the spoiler warning kind of a thing. Because seriously, if you haven't played Halo, it's a good game. I mean, Combat
Yeah.
Evolved.
Yeah.
That's 14 years old now.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess video games are different than movies because when you talk about a movie, like, oh, that's such a good movie. Did you see this? When you talk about video games, you're not necessarily like, oh, that's such a good game. Remember this? You're saying, oh, that was so much fun to play. I did X, Y, and Z, which don't necessarily give away the story.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I think
Okay,
I think it's always nice to be polite.
Comma. See, I
Comma.
thought you had a period there. Hence
It's
the
always
cop-out
nice to be
answer.
polite, but yeah, I think because some games, like I still will not talk about Last of Us with you, the ending to Last of Us, and it's been 5 years?
And to be honest, I think it's easier to avoid.
Because I want you to experience what I experienced.
Yeah, as big as that game, I've never heard of the ending.
Because don't people stay away from David because I want him to play this someday. So you say that to the internet, they're gonna hurt you.
No, the internet
they'll cut you
just
hard.
destroyed me.
No, but I will not talk about the ending of Last of Us with you because I want you to experience it just like I did, free of spoiler free, and then just
So
be
you
like,
say 10.
whoa.
You say 10 years,
I
Jordan.
mean 8 to 10. We could say 8 to 10. And 10's a big number,
It's
but
a decade. That's
I
not
know.
gonna be
I was
dead in
going to
10
say a
years.
century, but
Yeah.
we're all dead by then.
Jordan, do you have a time limit, or do you take a more
I would say like
holistic approach?
I don't know. I would say before you can openly talk about a game, I don't know, a year to 2 years. Because think about it. The guy that hasn't played Halo Combat Evolved, which came out
Is
however
probably
many
not
years
going to
ago.
play Halo Combat Evolved at this point.
And he's denying the good conversation of the people that have
He's
played that
imposing.
game. Yeah. I mean, it's a two-way street. I like, for example, let's see, what game haven't I played yet? Oh, Wolfenstein. I have not beaten that game yet, and yes, I would like to beat it and not know the
so
ending.
good.
But I understand, people want to talk about it, this and that, but myself, I take the approach, I have not played this game. I will not put myself in those situations.
So you
that
put the
conversation.
onus not on the player, but on the person who has yet to play.
Yes,
You think it's their responsibility.
I feel like it's not your fault that you beat the game and are excited to talk about it. You know what I mean? Same with me and Halo. You know what I mean?
like that little.
That's so stupid.
I like that different point of view.
It is a different point of view.
I like that.
But that's so selfish.
Jordan
no.
says.
I
Jordan
don't
says
deny-
That's
no.
so selfish in an unselfish way.
Jordan says no. No.
I mean, I
time
won't. I
period.
won't spoil Halo for you guys because like
It's the
Mark
res-
said, I'm a decent person. I don't. I mean, I do think you're a jerk if you just come out and be like, "Oh, Darth Vader's the dad," and like you just ruined something.
You
For
just ruined it for a lot of people.
but that
We've
if
said that many
any
times on
movie
this
that's
show.
in the '80s, there's no excuse. It's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
In
you,
the
I would
80s?
say if there's going to be a time frame, it's got to be generational. So,
Yeah.
Combat Evolved came out 2 generations ago. You can't.
yeah.
Anything that's
But
been
I
on
just,
the 360, you're free to
that's
talk
my
about.
view
But
on
see,
it, right?
generation. But what do you do
Be
with
nice.
PC gamers?
But I'm going to take. I want to adopt Jordan's philosophy. No, screw you. The onus is on
No!
you. You have to tell me
It's
beforehand.
your job to be polite, not mine. Damn it!
No. You have to tell me you've not played that game. You have to be the active
Well,
person.
and usually
You can't blame me for
decent.
But like people listening to this show right now, if we go ahead and say something, they're going to be like, "Oh, I didn't know." Like how are they going
Like
to?
Darth Vader was the
That's
father?
That's why the polite. Hey, I'm going to be talking about this.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like if someone says, "Oh,
I'm
hey,
talking about this
did
now."
you see
So
the
like
new
if I just drop Rosebud is the sled,
I don't even know what that means.
Citizen Kane.
Citizen Kane reference?
Oh yeah, okay.
It's what
yeah.
made him happy.
Yeah,
There's
okay,
a lot of
yeah.
debate on that, but I believe it's what made him happy.
Yeah,
It is.
okay.
Yeah. See, I'm right.
Now you can have this discussion because
No, it's like, for example, you're walking into work and they're like, "Oh man, the new Game of Thrones episode last night." Such that you're like, "Whoa, I didn't watch that. I'm gonna step over here." Well, you guys get that out of the system. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
It's a two-way street.
True,
I think.
But see, we're talking games that take 200 hours to complete.
it's
That's what
harder.
I'm saying. That's why I give you a year. But
Give
same
you
thing.
a year. It took you a year to play Witcher.
No, I did it.
that's
That's
his
why.
problem. He did it in like 2 weeks.
But see, I haven't told you guys the ending of Witcher, but I have talked about it with people that have beaten the game.
We're talking about. See, what we're talking about here is kind of the.
I like both your answers. I don't have an opinion on this.
your
There's
opinion. You got real excited when you were allowed to be a douche.
yeah.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
think it's you just say like, "Hey,
Well, I think
I'm
you're
gonna
both
talk
right.
about this game. Go stand
I think
over
it's
there."
polite not to on your end, but I also do think it is up to if you've not played the game, it's your responsibility to
Yeah.
not put yourself in situations to hear spoilers.
But see, the reason for
like,
spoilers,
drunk
spoilers
driving.
always catch people off guard. That's why you have the spoiler alert. I mean,
No, that's true. That's
That's-
true.
that's
and
why-
and that's your part
And that's
of
where
the
you come in to
two-way
be a
agreement
decent
here.
person. Like, "Hey, I'm gonna spoil this. Walk away."
I know. So that's what we're talking about. That's what I said.
But I feel like the
That's
person.
why I said I agree with you.
Okay.
But
I
I
feel
also
like-
agree with Jordan.
I
that
feel like
it's
the
The
person
their
10-year thing. The
responsibility.
10-year
I
thing
feel
is
like-
that's when you remove that
spoiler
alert
tag.
Yeah.
But I feel like the person that hasn't played it should also recognize, "Whoa, okay, I'll go stand over there for a minute."
Well,
I think it's
yeah,
more.
I get that.
I think it's more that person's responsibility. But that's just me.
Yeah. I didn't know this was a polarizing
Now
topic.
we took this deep. Well, you guys did.
You just wanted to be a douche.
I'm just here to shut down dreams. Josh Groberg, thank you so much. Great question.
Oh man.
Next question
Oh,
comes from the one and only Mitchell 1888.
All right.
Oh, good. Hey, Mitchell, how's it going?
1888.
He asks, "Do you think that when Scorpio drops, it'll come with bundles? And if so, what do you think they'll be?" Right off the bat, Crackdown has to be one. What other ones?
Forza 7.
Forza 7, absolutely. I completely agree.
They'll probably throw like a second controller in one of those too. I don't know. They
Halo
usually do
6. 2 years from now.
2 years.
Okay, we can't. This is launch.
Oh, this is
title
launch.
bundles.
Oh,
Oh,
see, I
launch-
didn't hear that.
Launch title bundles. Yeah, I bet there will be a Crackdown. There'll probably be a Forza. They usually do Madden bundles. I've seen a Madden bundle.
Well,
the
but see,
past
they're
couple
going to want to
years, you know
highlight the
what
power of the Xbox One. So Crackdown is going to highlight.
Oh, Assassin's
the power.
Creed.
Assassin's Creed, yes.
I mean? I'm betting Assassin's Creed, Forza 7, and Crackdown. That's 3 major titles.
Okay. Anything to add to that, McSpicy? Any other ones that you can think of? I've got one.
No, I don't think so.
I think when this now this will be after launch, not long after launch. Anthem that will be a bundle
Well, a
just
year
because they
after
showed
launch.
it off on their stage to do the technology.
Well, yeah, it's going to be their Destiny. How they have their thing with Sony. Anthem's going to be. Yeah.
So I think
agree.
Anthem will
Yeah.
eventually be a bundle to show off the power. But I don't know. Halo is any game that's coming with a 4K.
Any
bump,
Microsoft title.
Any Microsoft
Yeah.
title.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will have a bundle for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Great question. Thank you so much, Mitchell, for writing in.
And they always do Forza bundles.
Yeah,
opt
Forza bundles
for obvious reasons. Yeah.
Forza is so good.
It
Can I
is.
just say that? And
I
with-
can't wait to see the new the new style I like on the new Forza.
the
Forza's the simulator style.
simulator stuff.
I like how in the
people were
trailer-
convincing me this week to get a wheel. I might be purchasing a wheel.
Yeah, they're just so expensive.
You know what makes me laugh about the trailer
I might be
Forza?
getting a wheel.
They spent like a good 40% of the trailer showing off the driver.
Yeah, but you never
Like,
see the
they didn't
drive.
even do
Well,
that,
you
guy.
kind of do.
You
It's
see
like
his
the little
gloves.
details. Yeah, it is little details.
Yeah, it's just
You see the back of their head.
I don't need to see what their uniform looks like. I don't care, you know. Like I know you're trying to show off your textures and stuff and all that good stuff, but I'd rather see honestly at that point I'd rather see the camels in the desert to show off scenery rather than the driver because
That's true. Or the
I wanna feel like
or the
I'm the
kangaroos that
driver.
run by in Forza Horizon 3 that you never
Yeah.
see, but you get points for them.
I
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen
You
one.
just get the
I
point.
try to always,
It
but
says
I
kangaroo crossing, 1,000 points. Where?
yeah, I want to see one.
I even stop and look around.
I want to see this thing. Can I go
yeah,
run it
'cause
over?
to be honest with you, I feel like I'm the driver in Forza and I know what I look like. So I don't need to know. I don't know that I just
Yeah, he brings up some pretty
I'm
pretty
not-
important
Well,
points.
I don't know why I'm so bothered, but it just really does bother me. Like, why are you showing me the drive? I don't know. It just bothers me. I thought it was a great trailer. I really enjoyed once they got into the car stuff, but
Once I got into the car stuff. Oh man.
That means it's time to talk about what we've been up to and what we've been playing this week. Let's start with me because we never start with me.
Okay, I got it. Mine's gonna be short and sweet.
Okay, I played Forza.
One game.
I played Forza. I played Forza Horizon 3 this week. I also played some Golf Club 2. I think I played something else. I forget. But those are my two main games. Let me tell you.
I'm sure glad we started with
Yeah.
you.
Forza Horizon 3, I wanted to talk about this. I got the Hot Wheels expansion pack.
I saw you playing
that's
that. Yeah.
hilarious.
Now the
I
Blizz-
saw you sucking it up.
Oh man.
playing that.
Well, you must have seen when I was doing the S1. Once you get to the S1 races, so it starts you in B races.
I
can
saw you
only
like
do B
keep
races.
running into the middle track, like because the road splits.
Oh,
You
yeah.
kept
Does
hitting
it
the center.
have like the little wheels that spin?
That
really
wasn't
fast?
F1. That was called
Well,
stupidity.
That was a hard track because what happens is it's a blind hill.
Yeah.
Comes up over that blind, so you can't be.
Does it have
Anyways,
the little?
That was an
wheels?
S1 race though.
Oh,
Does
that
it
was an
have-
S1? Oh,
Does it
okay.
have the little wheels that you turn on with the AA bat?
Oh,
the 9
yeah,
bat,
and
you-
they're so
and you-
freaking awesome.
And you zoom like you go through the little wheel.
Yeah,
switch and
and
it,
like
Yeah.
when it does the loop-de-loops.
and it
Yeah,
zooms you through.
It's so fun. The Hot Wheels expansion, so much fun. And it's so much different. And the Hot Wheels cars. So you do want the Hot Wheels cars. They give you an advantage on the Hot Wheels tracks because when they throw you, you get a little bit faster boost. I've noticed. But on the jumps, every other car like flips because they're not balanced. But the Hot Wheels cars
Oh,
just
okay.
stay straight as you nail those jumps.
very nice.
Bone Crusher is my favorite car
No,
of the Hot
yeah.
Wheels cars. That's the.
Bone size ready.
Oh, it's so.
Bone
it's-
Crusher sounds like a. Wait, is that a big
It's a
old?
Hot Wheels car. It's got the
Yeah.
skull on the front.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cool.
Ah.
So much fun. Hot Wheels. The value in Forza Horizon 3. This game, it's still neck and neck. It's not yet surpassed Red Dead Redemption, but it is close. And Hot Wheels has inched it
Dude, well,
that much closer.
The last expansion, Blizzard Mountain. Well, all three of us had a lot of fun with that one.
Oh, that was a lot. Yeah, it was way
that was a
fun,
good time.
yeah.
So, I mean,
so
they're
imagine that fun
just with Hot Wheels.
amped up. Yeah, I think it's
think this one's better?
This one is better than
Yeah.
Blizzard. And Blizzard was really, really good.
Yeah.
Also, I got to play the Regalia from Final Fantasy.
See, that's a fun one.
How cool.
Dude, I upgraded it to an S2.
Does it fly?
It's a bad.
It
It's
feels
awesome.
like so that car would feel like,
like-
it would be kind of like a boat heavy kind of.
That's a Cadillac, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big.
Yeah.
Is it?
It struggles to turn,
Yeah.
but let me
But
tell
it's
you,
got
it
power.
handles beautifully.
That's
That's
the
the king of
opposite of
Lucis.
handling.
I drove it. I
It
mean,
struggles
it's
to turn,
no.
but the
It's-
handling's terrible.
Well, it's just because it's so long.
that's the
It's-
same meter.
It's so long. No. I mean, it like it feels good. It feels good to drive it smooth. I did it in off-road races, and it's like butter, just floating over the
Well, it is
dirt
for
and
the,
running over
it's
trees.
the king of Lucis car. Right? It's
I actually turned on
He's
some
got-
Stand By Me while I was
yeah,
racing.
that's
Did you run out of gas?
I just ran out of gas. And
the only car in the game you have to fill up. That's
It's the only game that you just press the trigger and it'll turn for you. Oh man.
I'm trying to see. Sorry, real quick.
hey,
Waiting for it
take
to
the
load.
Regalia to Blizzard Mountain. That's a good suggestion.
Oh,
Oh, and
That
is
would
it
be-
is it all wheel drive, rear wheel drive, or front wheel drive?
so I don't
Dude, it's
know.
heavy.
I don't
You're
remember
not
how.
gonna get
I don't
stuck in
remember
the
how it
snow.
started because I tuned it immediately and I tuned it to all-wheel drive.
all wheel drive. Okay.
So mine is all-wheel drive, but
Just
I
throw
don't
it
know
on
what
back wheels. Get some
You-
slick
you
tires.
would be
and
fishtailing
you
all
go
over the
through
place,
that
man.
Blizzard Mountain like, oh
You'd
yeah.
be fishtailing all over the place. Anyways, Forza Horizon 3, super fun. I'm having a blast there. And Golf Club 2, that game. Jordan, did you have a chance to play that game this week?
Yeah, I played 2 games this week. One of them was Golf Club 2.
How are you doing in golf? Oh, can
I
I
think
tell
I'm
you
better.
something? You inspired me. I switched my swing up.
Yeah,
I
I
went
like
left
the left
stick.
stick because I feel like my thumb is straighter.
You're
on the
right.
left
It
stick
kept
anyway,
ringing
so
every time I
it's
sliced
just-
the ball.
It's just the motion.
Every time I sliced the ball, it rang. If you're watching video, you can see Jordan's
That's
golf
my
club
swing.
motion. Just
Moving his thumb.
No, it's you gotta just like in real golf. You gotta
the
you know how
control-
you get that.
Yeah.
the control is there with the
motion,
left.
that
The
hit,
control
yes,
is there with the left stick. I'm hitting my drivers better and I'm hitting my irons better. Now where I'm struggling because I was getting decent at putting, switching over to the left has screwed me up on putting. So I'm really
My
putting.
goal with putting is I try and 2-putt, and I stick to that goal, and I usually do pretty well
Yeah.
with that one. And I've been taking
So
a
we
little.
play some 1-on-1 this weekend?
Yeah, we should. So I played that game, and I had a lot of fun with it. And sometimes the computer I feel is dumb,
Yeah.
or maybe I'm just dumb
Yeah, well,
because
both distinct
we're on
possibilities.
Oh, we're not ruling those out, Jordan.
Well, no. The thing is we're on like a okay. It's the hole we're on. It like goes up and then it juts out to the left, and there's like this huge rough, right? And then it juts back into the green, right?
Sure.
Dude, I
And-
even watched you explain that, and I'm still confused.
Okay.
Like dog legs twice.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But coming back. So if the computer automatically defaults you to use like your 7-iron to get it there and then go to the green.
Yeah,
me.
your caddy's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I fire him.
I
Can
hit
you
that ball.
improve your caddy?
I hit that ball 265 yards, baby.
Yeah, the hole's
I'm
only like
upgrading.
why am I going to go this way
What
and
it
this
does
way?
is it
What I
puts
did
you
is
in the,
I
it
got a
puts you in
birdie.
the safe zone.
Yeah,
puts you
it
in the
does.
safe
It
zone.
does. And that's why I want to fire that caddy.
You are shooting
I
a Gavin.
switched. Yeah.
5-iron, huh? You're fired. Shooter.
So I switched to the driver, and I just because I can drive it to 250.
No, you should. You're on the players club, so you should be 265 minimum.
I like to stay in the 250 zone. I
Okay.
feel like that's the sweet spot
All right, you're
with my
250
swing.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and I got it to the green, and I did my 2-putt, and I got a birdie, and I was thinking, why did it make me not want to get a birdie?
Yeah.
Because my caddy sucks.
I take risks. I go through.
Yeah, no, I like the risk.
I go through the trees. You know.
Sometimes I do take the risk a little too much, and I hit like a rock and
Oh.
go into like the green's like on the island. Which, by the way, how do they get there?
Oh,
Like, I
there's-
don't see a
there's
bridge,
Yeah,
but I
there's
didn't
always
see
a
the bridge.
When you zoom out,
Is it like
you'll
an
see
automatic
it.
bridge?
They chopper you in.
Yeah, it's a boat. It's a little tugboat.
Yeah, well, no, I didn't.
In a golf course, they'll
Your
chopper you
caddy
in.
has to row you over. It's part of.
I think in Dubai they actually have like a chopper course.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. No, yeah, I'm really liking golf. I didn't enter the tournament because I had to establish a handicap, but I don't need to this week, right?
No, yeah,
Okay.
handicaps
So I can
will
finally
be off.
enter. I wanted to enter my first tournament, but I can now
Handicaps will
finally
be
enter
off
my-
permanently.
Yeah, because you
basically.
said people can exploit it.
Well, you can exploit it, and it just makes it's just
I want
It
to know
just
who
switches
sucks,
it up.
and I want to know who's good.
Yeah,
that's
just straight
what
up,
I want to
baby.
know. I want to
Straight
know
up,
who's
now
got
tell
the
me.
swing. and
Are
who
you really
doesn't.
gonna love me forever?
Yeah. So anyway, I played a lot of. Well, I didn't play a lot. I played probably a few days. That's just a lot. 18 holes.
Okay.
I did a couple courses, and I liked it.
Yeah.
I really like that game a lot. I still think Mark should get it, and all three of us should do the ghosting balls.
I've I've pulled it up on my screen and hovered the mouse above the buy button.
It's a good one. And this one,
I was that
teasing.
close.
It's like
teasing
like
yourself.
you can see yourself like this game. I mean, I know you don't like Madden because of the chance, right?
I like
But-
golf games though. I do
Yeah,
like golf
in this
games.
game. I mean, it's like Forza. Like if you messed up, you can see why
know.
you messed up. There's always some reason, you know.
I know.
And it's just a good time. And
Yeah.
and then of course I played Fortnite, which was a lot of fun. Oh, I did
How
play
you liking
Overwatch a little bit.
How you liking Fortnite? What's your class?
I gotta get
What's
back
your
into
favorite class on
Overwatch.
Fortnite?
The ninja.
You're a ninja
Yeah, I
guy,
like the ninja.
huh?
I was a soldier guy, but then I switched to the ninja guy.
Let's be honest. The soldier and the ninja are kind of the same
Yeah,
class,
they're basically, you know,
but
one,
one's more mobile.
yeah.
That's it. And one has
One
a
has
sword.
grenades and one is better with swords. That's really all
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
And you like swords.
I like swords.
Who doesn't?
Mark actually crafted this really good sword, and he had an extra one, so he gave it to me. I'm
It's
still
a laser
using it. It hasn't-
sword.
Yeah, it hasn't,
It's a fire sword, actually.
yeah, it hasn't broken yet. So,
All right. Well,
yeah.
let me know if you need another one.
Yeah. But I got a really cool exotic shotgun, auto shotgun, but I don't have the materials to build it. So
Oh, very nice, Mr. McSpicy.
I just played Fortnite.
And any experiences that you'd like to share? Anything new?
I'll be honest. It's kind of fatiguing me a little bit.
You're going that hard at it, huh?
Yes. Need a big glass of orange juice to hydrate, and then I go right back in and I figure it out. No, I like it. I've said that many times in the last or week or two. Yeah,
In the last hour.
I did talk about it in the last hour. But you said Overwatch, and I kind of want to go back and do some Overwatch play. No, because I'm like, it gets hard. So one of the criticisms while I've been streaming, for example, is there are people that are saying, "Oh, I'm not going to get this game. It looks too easy." That's only the first 20 hours.
Yeah.
You know, after that, holy
So
cow!
do you
it's
reach a point because
difficult.
you've basically been playing by yourself in public
Yeah.
servers, right? You basically reach a point, to my understanding, where you have to play with friends. It's just
Yeah.
because it's
You
got to be
do.
coordinated.
It's like Destiny raids. It goes by much smoother. You'll get lucky if you match up with somebody that knows what they're doing. Like I've been matched up with people that are really good and they know what they're doing.
Sure.
I've been matched up with people that have no idea what they're doing.
Sure.
In the easier levels, that was fine. You know, whatever. Let them do whatever they want, kind of thing, and you can just deal with it. Now it's just, I actually have to spend my XP and I have to spend things and I have to think about things because it gets extremely difficult. And I will need your guys' aid. So you get in this game, David.
Okay. I'll try.
And I will aid you as well.
All right,
It's
all right,
a
thank you.
brotherly effort in this endeavor. But no, I like it. I like it a lot. But I miss Overwatch. I haven't played that game in like 2 weeks, and I'm starting to get.
It misses you.
I know. All the other video games miss me. And then Hearthstone is going to be coming out with another. You know,
yeah, a really good one.
the Lich King one, kind of a thing. That's coming out really soon. All this stuff.
Ah, good time to play games.
It is, and I almost bought. The reason I didn't buy the golf game is because I had Fortnite.
Yeah.
I've moused it over.
The reason I haven't played Fortnite is because I've been playing golf.
Yeah,
I don't want it to take away from my golf game.
it'll
know?
do that. It's hard, but I think I've now hit this game hard enough to dial it back a little bit.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Very nice. Well, with that, Mr. McSpicy, what will you be up to, and where can people find you?
I actually don't know what I'm going to be up to this week, but I will be. I will, whatever I do, I'll be streaming it at Monday through Thursday, mixer.com/XoneBros, 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Just go there. It's a good time. Also, you'll be streaming. David streams in the mornings too.
Every morning. I call it my Rise and Shine stream.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Every morning, Monday through Friday.
Mine's the afternoon delight.
Yeah, afternoon delight, Rise and Shine.
Yeah.
Good morning, good afternoon. That's how we roll.
Yep. And if I don't see you later, good evening.
Yes.
So you can find. I'm on Twitter at Mr. McSpicy. My gamer tag is Mr. McSpicy on Xbox Live.
Jordan, how about you?
Jordan the Man XOB everywhere. I'll probably be playing more Golf Club and more Fortnite.
Yeah, I will be in Forza and I wanted to say and Horizon, but that's the same game.
And Horizon.
I will be in Forza and Golf.
Stupid.
Yeah. Oh, whoops! Sorry, I messed up there. I will be in Forza and Horizon. I did it again, and Golf Club.
You
I
okay?
don't know. I feel like I wanted to jump into something else, but I don't remember. Oh, I wanted to try the Darkness, the Long Dark game. Maybe I'll buy that. I don't know. Jordan, what are you looking at
This
here?
is just the wrong
You're
song.
Oh, this is the wrong song. Hold on. Let's get our right outro here.
Oh my
It threw me
god.
off.
There we go.
There we go. I was
You
like,
were
why
doing
you
our
do that?
Nintendo outro.
Sorry, we still have that on the switchboard here. I apologize.
So you're the victim. It's my fault.
I'm
my
an
gosh.
idiot. I'm an idiot.
That was the wrong song. Oh well. What will you be doing? You'll be playing.
Golf club. Anyways, thank you so much, everybody. We have a million downloads. Thank you for your support. We'll see you guys next week.